I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever, and it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Come get lost with me. 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 Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's picking up my voice. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. First stream of X-Plane 11. Hopefully everybody is having a great day. And today we have 2 flights for tonight. Two legs for tonight. First one's going to be on FSCloud. And the second one is going to be on Vatsim. The first one, I'm going to be waiting a little bit, see if anybody doesn't jump in, because I know a group flight has been requested fairly recently. So we'll see what happens. For the most part, I'm probably just going to get up and go, and then we just get the second leg out of the way, and then that way we don't take forever, because I think our second leg is going to be quite the distance. So I'll probably just get up and go. Probably not going to really sit around on the ground here at Los Angeles for too much longer. Of course, getting everything started, the whole plane started and everything, it's going to take me some time. But as far as X-Plane 11 goes, it is amazing. My frames are much better. They're much better than X-Plane 10. X-Plane 11 has definitely increased stability with this new sim, and the graphics are just so good. Like the night lighting is much better with the reflections and everything on the plane. The reflections in general are better. Night flying in general is better. I transferred over most of the add-ons, well, from X-Plane that were compatible. I've been having some slight crash issues, but I think it was real shade. I think it was just a reshade. So since it was reshade, which I think it was because it stopped crashing, I can't run reshade right now. I don't think I googled it, and I guess there's issues with the 757 as to why it keeps on crashing. But for now, we're gonna do this. I know the top says network is Vatsim and everything. That's alright. We'll just ignore that. So we have a few people on running FSCloud servers. However, I cannot see their aircraft. FSCloud is not, I would say it's not fully compatible with X-Plane 11 yet. I'm having issues as to not being able to see aircraft, other people's aircraft. I can see their name tag. I just can't see their aircraft. Let's see if we could see this guy on the departure here. Yeah, see, I could see their name and everything, but I can't see the aircraft for whatever reason. And for some reason, zooming in this game is very, very laggy. It could just be my settings out there. I know it is because I was tweaking around with the settings yesterday and earlier today. But for the most part, I think World 2 X-Plane is just lagging. I can see there's buildings fused inside of each other, so I'm probably just going to drop World 2 X-Plane until I find a fix for that. I think that's what's causing the lag and whatnot. But again, for the most part with FSX, with X-Plane 11, I'm really happy with the outcome of it. It's definitely it's definitely more stable than X-Plane 10 is in terms of frames, but other than that, we're just going to get right into it so we get our second flight going, so we get some Vatsims going, and then we'll get some ATC and whatnot. So again, we're on FSCloud here. We're going to be going from Los Angeles up to San Francisco, as you can see at the top bar. And for our second flight, our second leg, which is in the title of the video, which is going to be on Vatsim, is going to be KMCI to DFW. So that's going to be our second flight there. And we'll go ahead and go on in. So like I said, I transferred over a lot of other plugins such as like eBag, and I still have all my charts and stuff from X-Plane 10. So yeah, I really haven't actually flown a real flight. This is going to be my real first leg in an X-Plane. I've flown the new, also tried out the new EADT, the new EADT 737-700, and that is they fixed a lot on that plane. It's really good. Really great plane. I'm probably gonna end up flying that in the next stream or something, or maybe even the next flight. I don't know. I still need to get used to some things on that plane. Like I need a checklist and more organized checklist because the checklist I have is not very organized and it's kind of all over the place. No face cam today? No, we're not doing face cam today. I was just too lazy to set it up, and I was having a few issues, so I was just too lazy to set it up. But no face cam tonight. Maybe in the next stream, next X-Plane stream. I don't know, maybe in the Armor streams. I don't know if you guys watch those streams here. I don't know, maybe something with Arma or whatever, but no face cam tonight. Just too lazy to set it up. Just wasn't cooperating tonight. It was just really, really annoying. Alright, so we're going to go and just get started right away. And if you guys want to join, you guys can either join me on the Vatsim, or you guys could, on the Vatsim network, you guys could either join me right now on FSCloud. So right now I'm on FSCloud, and if you guys have FSCloud right now and want to fly with me, feel free to jump in. You don't need no ATC or anything like that. You do need to do a little bit of installation, like a little installation process. It can take a little bit of time, but for the most part, we're just going to get things going here. And again, Vatsim is going to be right after this. So if you guys have Vatsim, you guys are comfortable with radio communications and all that, feel free to join me on that as well. Alright, other than that, we're going to go ahead and it feels like it's been a while since I've flown, but we're gonna just get right into this. Alright, so initial electrical power up procedure. Circuit breakers, all that stuff. Left light overhead. All that stuff is good. Dim bright. We're gonna get the battery turned on. There we go. The battery's turned on. We're gonna get the battery discharge light is a verified low standby power is gonna be coming on to auto. And for some reason the sound is very quiet. Let me turn this up. That should be pretty good. Alright. Flight and fun. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Standby power is on. AP generator is coming on. External power will be coming on here. So actually, no, we're gonna run external power. So we're gonna do APU right away. Alright, so AP gen is on. Hydraulic panel. All switches are off except left and right engine are on. The right engines are now on. Landing gears down, alternate flaps are normal, park and brake is set as required, all that stuff. We're just going to go right into the APU. So AP bleed is off, APU rotate to on. I'm just going to put it on to start here soon. I'll pop that on over to start, and that's going to start the aircraft or the APU for us. Alright, I just got to wait for that to start up. And sticks, sticks. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit of time. Once it flips back onto the on position, we know that it is fully started. Once it springs back. I don't know why, it just feels like it's been a while since I've flown this plane, or flown in general. I have no idea why. Very weird. Alright, and all my stuff should be updated, so AirX cycles, all that stuff should be good. So we're going to go and get the left and right bus ties on, get the utility, and then we're going to go and get the generator control switches as well. Position lights are as required. We're going to go and get the position lights on. Wing lights are not going to be needed. IRU, left, center, and right. We're going to set those all to nav. So let's just make sure they're all good. So we're going to go ahead and set these to nav. So we're going to set this one to nav. We're going to wait for that to align. We're going to set this one to nav. We're going to set this one to nav. Whoops. Nav, there we go. Alright, IRU on, DC lights, all that stuff is good. IRU line lights are all on. Oxygen pressure, not going to do that. ICAS message select status, all that stuff is good. We're going to go down here. Let's see, I don't know. Okay, I am back, with voice at least, but, so yeah, let me go ahead and get this entered in. So stoked, and then we got that set. So let's go ahead and get our arrival. And then we're going to be on the Surfer 2 arrival. So let's go here, index, arrivals into San Francisco. Then we're going to go onto the Surfer 2, set. Then we're going to be on ILS 28 right, and we're going to be on the Menlo approach transition. We're going to execute that. We're going to go to legs. And then we're going to clear up that disco. And we're basically good there. Let's go and clear that, or execute that. And let's go to init reference page. Gross weight's going into that in fuel. We're going to be carrying 17.7 pounds of, or I guess tons of fuel. So we're going to set that in. Okay, yeah, we have to enter it. We can't enter it. Well, we have to enter in our fuel here first. Alright, so let's go to our GPU. Don't need that. Fuel truck. Let's go and open up the left front door. Wing flex, all stuff is all the animations. All my stuff sticked over, so it's actually pretty cool. All my stuff transferred over. Also, I'll be along all stream. It's been a couple weeks. Glad to be back. Yeah, glad that you can make it. Or yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this won't be a long stream though, so it shouldn't be that long. All right. So let's go ahead and continue on here. So let's go ahead and change the fuel. So, oops, not cargo weight. Fuel weight is going to be 17,700. And then our PAX number is going to be 222. And that's all going to be set for us. And that's going to say that. And we are going to... We're just going to load and unload. So, I'm going to load the plane. I'm not going to worry about doing the whole optimized CFG stuff. Now the plane is loading, so there's no way for that to finish up. And while that's doing that, set this display to status. There we go. Like we should have done earlier. Or for the plane to finish loading. Alright, plane's finished loading, so we got our fuel in there now. Reserves are going to be about 5.2. Oops. I'm going to delete that. 5.2. We're going to drop that in the reserves. We're going to do a cruise altitude of 360. Oh, my dog's barking. Heard some downstairs. Alright. We're going to be on a cost index of 120. And that's going to be that. So... probably going to have my mic muted here again soon, but yeah. Do they have shared cockpit for X-Plane 11? They do have an add-on. I don't know if they have shared cockpit implemented into the game, but I know that there's an add-on called Smart Co-Pilot that you have to pay. It's $20 for one license. You can buy up to like 5 or 6 licenses, but they obviously add up in price. They updated the tablet, or was it there for X-Plane 10? Well, I don't think there was shared cockpit for X-Plane 10. You had to buy Smart Co-Pilot. Alright, so we're going to go to takeoff page. We're going to set flaps. We're going to do flaps 15, I think is what I always do. Set flaps 15. We're going to set the V-speeds. Oh yeah, we have to select that on and then enter our V-speeds. There we go. Alright, and then center of gravity, we're going to go ahead and grab that. Thrust, we're going to set the flex to 45. There we go, and all that stuff is good to go. So the FMC is ready to go for our flight. And we'll go ahead and continue on our next checklist. So, cockpit preparation EEC, we're going to go ahead and get those guys on. Just through the little cheat spot. And then flight yaw dampers are coming on. Alright, and then left and right VHF radio, not going to worry about that since we're not dealing with the radios tonight. Well, at least for now, this flight. Aircraft power APU and GPU APs confirmed. Cockpit voice recorded. Position lights. Position lights are on. Anti-collision lights are red and white are off. All stuff is good. Okay, fuel crossfield stuff is basically good to go. So left engine start, all stuff is good to go. Engine limiter, left and right are coming on. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know why, but it feels like I have not flown this aircraft in a while. I'm just completely out of it. Completely out of it. Ram air turbine lights, it's probably because I've just been configuring X-Plane like the past 2 days. Emergency lights are going to be armed and guarded. Emergency lights, just go and do that, and that's armed and guarded. Window heats, all are coming on. And no smoking signs, all that stuff will be coming on. Yeah, I don't know, just stay away, or you configure stuff on X-Wing, you come back and you're just completely out of it. At least me, I get completely out of it when I don't when I do that type of stuff. Outflow valve, all that stuff is good. Auto rate, cabin stuff is good to go. Let's go and set that up. So auto rate, we set landing altitude into San Francisco for 28 right is going to be 13. Let's go and bring that down. Oops, a little bit too much. So we'll bring that to about 10, and we'll set this to. We'll set this one to auto 1. There we go. Alright, and now that we got that, cabin altitude mode is auto 1, landing altitude is set, alternate equipment cooling is off, logo lights, indicator, all that stuff is good. Engine bleed left and right will be coming on. Left and right engine bleeds are on. ELT switch is armed, good to go. AP bleed switch, we're going to turn that on. We're going to go ahead and get our packs on as well. So we're going to change these onto auto. And then we'll go ahead and turn trim air, left and right recirc fan on. We'll go and turn these on to auto. There we go. And we'll get the isolation valve turned on. Alright, so bleed isolation is open, AC packs are left and right auto, trim air is on, recirc fans, forward, mid, all that stuff is set. MCP left and right flight directors are going to be coming on. It's so cool that you reply to your viewers. Some of the asshole YouTubers I watch never reply. Well, I mean, it's because they get their chat spammed a lot most of the time, so they can't really see if there's like troll sort of, you know, remarks or anything like that. So since I'm small, I could actually read or just about every single comment that you guys put on in the chat. But it also depends on what YouTuber you watch. Like if you watch other flight sim streamers like Jeff Favignano, even Jeff Favignano doesn't really use flight streams anymore. Maybe from time to time. But like Cat Strader, I know he does a lot. Jeff Favignano is another sort of flight sim streamer. He does from, like I said, time to time. He does it every now and then. We're just gonna go straight to our cruise altitude as well. So it'll be 360. So we're not really dealing with any ATC tonight. Alright, altitude heading, all stuff, autopilot and disengage bar is up. Oxygen mask is set. We don't need to worry about that. That's just stuff that I don't need to worry about. A lot of the stuff I don't really need to worry about too much. Maybe some other things here and there. Altimeters, we'll get that in a bit. We'll get the meter information in a bit. Auto brake is off. All stuff is good. Just gonna skip past all that. Gonna skip past this. Pedestal, APU, all that stuff is basically good to go. Let's go and go to the next page. And then we're going to go ahead and get ready for pushback. So clearance has been received, final fuel load sheet's good, log books and paperwork on load sheet, attendant, FMS data, IRUs, align and position, routing, performance in a page, yada yada yada. LNAV is going to be armed for the departure. And we'll go ahead and go to the next page. Get the 5 minutes prior to push, takeoff briefing is complete. Exterior doors, go ahead and get those closed. Go aircraft, let's close that. Let's go and disconnect the fuel truck. We'll go and close that and get ready for our pushback. APU is start. The ground power is, okay, all that stuff is good. APU on. Cockpit door is, I don't really care. Passenger signs are on auto/on. Cabin preparation complete. Pushback and start clearance is going to be received by ourselves, so we're going to go ahead and get that ready. Let's go and make sure that nobody's behind us. So you'll see what I mean by we won't be able to see anybody's aircraft, but the traffic isn't really all that serious tonight, so it's not too bad. So we shouldn't have a whole lot of traffic. Alright, let's go ahead and get the pushback going. So let's go and make sure that my pedals and everything is working. Looks like that is good. Let's go and start the pushback. Go and have him connect to us. Looks like we're good to go. Alright. So we're going for 2-5 right, so that's going to be down here. So, well, the guy took off from over here. I don't know what that was all about. He went over here and took off this way. I don't really know. That's not really how it's supposed to go. Well, as far as I'm aware, but he's going to the east, so I think that's why he departed that way. He went towards the east. He's going. I don't know exactly where he's actually going, but he's going somewhere in that direction. All right. Get engine started here soon. And since this is not on Vatsim, we'll go ahead and get some music playing once we get up in the air. I'm gonna turn my audio down a little bit. I think my voice is a little bit louder than the sim itself, or at least from what you guys could hear. The sim is pretty quiet though. It is very quiet, which is a good thing. I mean, at least you don't start and it, blows your ears out. Alright, so that will be good right there. Go ahead and have him stop. Go to ground. Go ahead and disconnect him. We'll pull the park brake. Park brake is set. Alright, so rain collision light is coming on. Light's going to stay off. Clearance for hydraulic pressurization. We're going to go ahead and get those guys on. Fuel pumps, we're going to get those on. First, I can get the left and right. Push clearance and instructions also is good. Park brake, transponder, ground equipment, left and right clear. Personnel, AC packs, we can go ahead and turn those off. And we're going to go and get the engine started. So let's go to the next page. It's basically going to be the engine start. So ground crew call, AC pack is confirmed off. Engine start ignition, we're going to go ahead and set that. We're going to leave that onto both. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. And wait for the N3 to reach 25%. As we are running Rolls-Royce engines. If you get the fuel load on the 767, this is a 757. On the 767, I don't know. I don't own the 767. As far as with the 757, you go over here to this little tablet, or you could go up here, go to plugins, and then there should be like a 757/76 menu, and then you could do it that way. Alright, let's wait for all the left engine errors to cycle off. Do things move, and is this the demo? This is not the demo. This is the actual full game, fully bought. And do things move in the? Yeah, so things do move. You're talking about the plane? Yes, things do move. Pedals, everything. Airport scenery, some stuff moves. All right, I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just gonna call you. I don't know how to say your name. Joey of BI4321. Not a problem, and thank you for the sub. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the right engine started, so let's go and set that over to ground. We're going to wait for that to cycle, or the N3 to reach up to 25%. And we'll wait for that to do its thing. Goes at 24 and 3. Let's go ahead and introduce the fuel. And that will start the right engine. Ooh, where are my spoilers though? Alright, sounds like a good engine to me. Let's wait for those to cycle off and we're good to go. Let's go ahead and continue on the checklist here. Fuel control over rich, EGT and fuel flow is good. N1 rotation, all stuff is good. At 50%, at 52%, N3, EPR, N3, N2, so skip that. Electric power transfer, all that stuff is good. Unit control lights are now on. Or, yeah, okay, so one pushback complete, yada yada, engine bleed, left and right are on, APU is coming off, so go get that off. We're going to go ahead and cycle the, oh, that's standby power, whoops. We need to cycle the APU off, there we go, that's the right one there. Engine anti-ice as required, bleed isolation valve, it can now come off. And we're going to go ahead and set flaps 3, so make sure that those are actually setting. Or flaps 15, yep. And we're good on here, we're going to set the auto brakes to RTO. We're going to bring our taxi light on. We're going to bring nose gear light on. We're going to keep the other lights off. So APU bleed is off, flaps are set, flight controls are checked. ICAS messages clear are all good, so it's going to get the packs turned back on. Packs coming back on, ground crew clear of aircraft, auto brake is set to RTO. We're going to release park brake here soon and we'll get rolling. Taxi clearance received and understood. Taxi light, nose runway turn off lights is good. It's going to get the turn off lights turned on here. Let's go and turn them on as per checklist. Logo light is required, wing lights, all that stuff. So let's go and release park brake and let's get on out here. Engine start, left and right will be set to continuous. So let's go ahead and set this to continuous. I'm going to leave them on auto actually. Leave them on auto. Alright, so we are rolling. Let's go ahead and check the ground. So we are roughly around this area here. We're at the American gates, which I don't exactly know their location in the ramps. I know it's just one of these ramps down here. I think it's this one in C8. So we're going to go down Charlie, we're going to take, actually going to make a right here on Charlie 9, so, okay, Charlie 9 right there. We're going to make a right here on Charlie 9, then we're going to take Bravo all the way to runway 25. 25 right. Okay, I see what, okay, yeah, those buildings are kind of lagging me out, but that's alright. Well, at least when I zoom in. The other issue with other aircraft floating, I hear they're Lua fix for it. I do have issues on Vatsim. Vatsim, I have a lot of issues with planes floating. Unless the other person is on X-plane, then I have no problems with them. If they're on Flight Simulator X, I don't see them floating, or, well, if they have a different scenery or different mesh, then yes, I do see them floating. But it is a common issue. I haven't heard of an actual fix for it, but if there is a Lua fix, like a Lua plugin that fixes that, I will definitely have to look into that. Definitely have to look into that. Because that is, that's pretty awesome. Alright, let's get some nice little wing views here. We'll get some music playing here right after we take off as well, so in that way it's just not so quiet. Alright, so let's just do some checks here. Flaps are set 15. V-speeds are set. Speeds are set. Speed is set 250. Heading is 250. Or no, speed is 200. Heading is 250. And our altitude is 36,000 feet. Yeah, I don't think it's confirmed. I mean, maybe it's being worked on, but I don't know if it's confirmed. I mean, if it was confirmed, I would have probably already had it or been using it. But I don't know. I haven't really searched that, so I mean, it could be possible. Could be possible that it does exist, or it is being worked on. Taxiing pretty fast here. Keeping up with that bus. On the exact same speed as that bus. Oh, the wing flex on this plane is really good. I like the wing flex on this plane. Definitely one of the best aircraft for wing flex. So yeah, there's a lot of other planes I'm going to be flying this week just to see if they're working. So I transferred over the MD-80 as that had an update for X-Plane 11. Obviously the 757. Sadly, IXEG 737 has not transferred over their 737 yet, at least as far as I'm aware. I tried doing it yesterday. and there's like a few buttons you can press and whatnot, but it's not fully compatible. I wouldn't say it's flyable. Let's slow down here a little bit, going a little bit fast. But yeah, so IXEG 737, probably not going to see that until they update it. I do have another 737 though. I haven't tried the default 737 yet. Like, I jumped in it just to check how it was, and the cockpit's pretty cool. It's really well detailed for add-on, and the default FMC I haven't checked out yet either. But from the looks of it, it looks like it's pretty decent. And when I mean decent for vanilla, for just, you know, X-Plane in general, or like for, you know, straight out of the box, it's really good. Like, it is really good. From the looks of it, but yeah, I was watching Catstrader's stream on it, and he was using it, and it looked really nice. Like, it was pretty well built. So major props to Laminar for doing that, because X-Plane 10 trying to fly like default aircraft was not fun with that FMC in X-Plane 10. X-Plane 10 was definitely not my favorite for vanilla aircraft. I would fly the Cessna and, you know, smaller general aviation planes every now and then, but other than that, I would not have really touched anything except for Payware or, you know, the really nice 737 or X737 project. All right, let's go ahead and pull up to our hold point, and we're just gonna check the FSCloud map here. Hold right here, and we'll check the FSCloud map just to make sure, see if anybody is coming in. So from the looks of it, we are clear all the way up to San Francisco. Looks like this guy is flying to San Francisco, but I don't know. It says he's going from somewhere in Canada to Los Angeles, but he's obviously lining up for what's it called, for San Francisco. All right, so we are at our holding point. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. Make sure we check everything. Alright, so before takeoff checklist, flaps are set and indicating. Control check is complete. Speed brakes are down and not armed. Engine anti-ices is required. Isolation switch is off. Fuel control switches are run and locked. Cabin notification, don't need to worry about that. Trim weight and speeds. We're going to go ahead and get our trim because I haven't actually set that. So we're just going to go over here real quick and see what our trim is. So trim is going to be 2.9. We're going to set this all the way down to 2.9. So 2.9 is roughly going to be about right there. It's right below that. And we'll go over here, go back to legs, and we'll follow that on out. So we're going to go ahead and, before we get going here, we'll get this pulled up. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in on our map, or zoom out on our map here real quick, just to make sure, yeah, we look good there. Alright, FMC radios, all that stuff's good. Thrust reduced max CPR set, and MCP is V2 and all that stuff is good. Let's get onto the runway. We're going to go ahead and get the lights. We're going to get the white lights, and we're basically good to go. The turnoffs are on, nose light is on. Logo and all the other lights are going to be staying off for now. Basically good to go. It's ready to blast on out of Los Angeles. Alright, we're going to arm the auto throttle. And we're going to hold here. Alright, transponder not going to worry about. Aircraft heading mode is set. Wing landing lights, all that stuff is good. Runway turn out, thrust reversers, thrust CPR push, and then we're good there. Alright. Let's go and get going out of here. And we're going to stabilize the engines, so 50% on throttle. Engines are good. We'll release. It's the EPR. Watch our V speeds. I think they actually called out on this plane, I think, right? Or is that the drive design I'm thinking of? I think I'm thinking of the drive design. We'll see. A little bit of frame droppage here. V1. Rotate. All my frames are dropping pretty bad. I think it's that World to X plane. Roll to X plane has been causing me a little bit of issues with buildings glitching in. Positive rate, gear coming up. There we go. Now that we're off the ground, we can get frames are improving. It's weird how that works. Alright, we're gonna maintain on this heading. The default clouds are actually much better as well. Like, the default clouds, I'm not gonna lie, they're definitely much better. Much better. Just a little bit better aligned here on our departure route. Alright, just gonna get VNav turned on. Go ahead and turn on autopilot. Go and start bringing flaps up. And our speed is going to auto set for us, so that's good. There we go. But I still didn't add any effect of, wait, did they add the effect? Oh, I think they had the effect where the clouds actually pass over the wing. That's really cool. I hope that actually is it. That's what I'm seeing. Looks like it was kind of, oh, that is, yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing, is the clouds are actually kind of going over the wing a little bit, or kind of, a little bit, not really though. It seems like when you're in the midst of the clouds, it does. Alright, we're going to start bringing flaps up all the way. Alright, so flaps are coming up. We're going to go and get the RTO. It's already snapped back to off. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, the default clouds for X-Plane 11 are pretty good. Like, they're not bad at all. They're not like X-Plane 10. They're actually pretty well detailed. Oh, the default AI system or whatever dragged the thing down in front of my wing view. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's go and zoom out on our route here and see what we got. So, okay, there's a little weird issue there. We'll go and get rid of EK? IK? I don't know. Get rid of that, so we're going to go Risen. We're going to execute that, and there we go. Actually, just go probably direct Risen, actually. Let's don't do that. Let's go direct. Execute. Now bring us direct there. Let's go and go legs. There we go. Alright, well, we passed through 10,000 feet. Let's go and get lights off. I also did not set the altimeters like I said I would, but it's alright. It's whatever. So lights are off. Good. Going to do some after takeoff checklist. Alright, after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up and off, flaps are up, packs and engine bleeds are on, and some frame droppage there. Packs and engine bleed, yep, all on, and climate cruise procedure. The outside temperature 10 degrees, below 10 degrees Celsius with a visible moisture that's when we're going to need anti-ice, but we're not going to worry about that. TMCP, climb deep rates, weather radars, all that stuff is good. Lane, all that stuff will be good. All that stuff is already turned off. A seal hardport, thank you for the sub and welcome to the stream. Hopefully I said your name right. So I don't know, I think I have custom failures turned off. I hope I do because I'm not ready to deal with failures right now. I think I have them turned off, I hope. Let's go ahead and just check real quick. Hopefully my sim doesn't crash doing this. Oh, please don't crash. I think this is stupid. This is a stupid idea. If it crashes, I'm probably just going to go to Vatsim. Okay, no, it didn't. Alright, good. Alright, so that's good. Always work. Okay, so yeah, I think everything's working. That's fine. That's how I like it to be anyway, so it's alright. play. Alright, so just had to double check to make sure that I had failures turned off, because I don't do so well with failures and I don't know how to fix most of them, so yeah. I was kind of scared. I thought my sim was going to crash with that loading time, but good. Good. Alright, let's go get some music playing here as well. Get some hero board playing. I'll turn the audio down. So yeah, all my stuff I transferred over, no problem. So photoreal scenery, I didn't have to go back and re-download any of them. It was all good. I think the audio was good. Let's turn that down. Let's go back in and turn the audio down even more. But yeah, it was pretty awesome how everything just transferred over, no problem. Really good. Shane Caldwell, hey, what's up, man? Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. 757, how sexy? Yes, the 757 is a very, very, very beautiful plane. I love the 757. For sure, one of my favorite planes to fly right now. Your heading up top says 305, but your display says 293. It's just updating. It just takes a while to update. The display up top, it takes a while to update, so you probably just have to give it some time, and it'll update soon. Most likely. Unless the heading is broken. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably because I'm not on the Vatsim network, so it's probably messed up, but that's alright. It's because it's supposed to be getting information, I think, from Vatsim. And since I'm not on Vatsim right now, the heading will not update, but everything else basically will. So yeah, the heading may be a little bit broken. Just a little bit. That's alright, once we go onto the Vatsim network, it will probably fix itself. Player, what's up, Mel? Welcome to stream. Welcome back. I'm gonna see you up to 555 now, or 555 is compared to 523 a few days ago. Oh yeah, it's yeah, subscriber count's growing. It really is. You know, all thanks to the community and everything, and you guys. Glad that I'm actually being, entertaining and whatnot on stream. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. So it's actually really cool on how fast the channel's growing and whatnot. Alright, let's go and see what we're at. We are crossing 22,000 feet, so we'll be up to our cruise altitude in no time. We're actually expected to hit it at the top of climate, just coming up here soon. Let's go and zoom in on that. So yeah, that's really close. Just a little, about 25 nautical miles out. Watching this while at school, English is pretty boring. Yeah, English isn't the best subjects, but just gotta deal with it. Just gotta deal with it. Trust me, your school is gonna go by really fast. School may be boring, but in the end, it's gonna be worth it. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. Once you graduate out of school, it's gonna feel like it was really short. Like, you're gonna be happy for the last few days, and once you graduate and once you wake up the next day or the next year and knowing that you don't have to go to school, it's gonna be pretty heartbreaking, I guess. At least for me, it was. Just gotta do that shout out for you. You should have easy 1,000 a couple days after. Nice. Have Naplan in 20 minutes. Naplan? I have no idea what that is. How old am I? I just turned 21. So I just turned 21. I graduated year 2014. But yeah, trust me, when well, it depends on if you're in high school or if you're in college or if you're in middle school or if you're whatever. If you're in high school, you're gonna miss it a lot. Trust me. High school's one of the you're definitely gonna miss high school. I did. I know I do. And I still do to this day. Well, it looks like the heading is updating. It's just saying heading 3. It's just giving a wrong heading. I don't know. It's weird. That's what. It's a test that helps the Australian grade the academics of the school. Oh, it's a. Oh, okay. So it's like the. Okay, I know what you're talking about. It's like what they call up here the SBAs. They call them SBAs. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now. No, Martha, do I think that X-Plane will reach the level of P3D and FSX in regards to add-ons? Yes, to a point, to a certain extent. X-Plane is a growing community. A lot of people are switching over from P3D and FSX, or even playing both at the same time. Do I think X-Plane will reach that? Yes. With the amount of potential that X-Plane has, being a newer sim and all, with, you know, new technologies and whatnot, yes, I think that it will become add-on wise just as great as FSX and P3D. And do I think it's already at that point? In some aspects, yes. In overall view of everything, looking at the community, do I think it's at the point of X-Plane or FSX and P3D? No. But there are things that resemble like Rex textures, which is basically like X-Enviro. X-Enviro and SkyMax Pro, which X-Enviro is the more expensive one and is the better looking one. SkyMax Pro is a cheaper alternative and it still actually looks really good. You know, you could get photoreal, you could get, you know, things, free cloud textures, all that stuff, so it's pretty much almost there. I mean, it does have a few years to grow, but I'd say it's getting close. Alright, let's go and see what we're at now. We are at 32,000 feet, so we're going to get to our top of climb right here in about 10 nautical miles or so. The song is really quiet. Oh. Well, people switch from P3 and FSX because it's has higher quality, not as strenuous on the computers, and is new Flight Sim World from the preview. Looks like it could be a good competitor. Yeah, X-Plane is a good competitor for FSX and P3D. Yeah, X-Plane is definitely, in my opinion, as far as I see it, it is easier on your computer all around. Like, I get better frames. With X-Plane though, you have to configure it correctly. Just like with any flight sim, you have to configure it correctly. Like you can't just go into it. You know, it's not. You can't just plug and play. You have to. With flight sims, you have to take time into. Obviously, as you probably know, and a lot of other people here know, you have to take time to tweak settings to get that perfect frame rate at every single airport, every single state, every single country that you go to make sure that it's stable and your sim is not gonna crash or it's not gonna have frame issues. As you guys probably tell, when we're departing out of LAX, I was having a few frame issues. I did not fully configure X-Plane 11, so that's the reason why you get the few lag frames or lag spikes here and there. I think the main cause of it though is World 2 X-Plane. I need to remove that. I don't think it's X-Plane 11 compatible. I think it just has a few slight issues with the rendering. So I'm gonna probably remove that, and my frames will probably be much smoother. Yeah, X-Plane has potential though, a lot of potential. And I'd say with X-Plane 11, it has reached a lot of its potential, is what I was wishing X-Plane 10, or X-Plane 10. Both graphic-wise, physics-wise, stability-wise, and all around. Holy shit, those textures though. Yeah, this photo reel is actually not that good. This is the one that I not made, but I use Ortho 4XP to download it for me and tile it all together. But it looks good from up here. Once you zoom in, though, it is really blurry. But that's the point, you know. I don't do a whole lot of VFR. I do a lot of IFR and big jumbo jets, so I'm not really that low to the ground. Usually I'm at like 30,000 feet and above. So the only place where I get really high quality ortho is around airports that I fly. Not all airports, but the ones that I really fly. X-Wing Loves is definitely the top so far. As for being a stock game, even the stock game beats FSX and P3 with mods. Now, of course, FSX and P3 beats X-Plane, but you need a supercomputer. Yeah. In my opinion, X-Plane 11 out of the box does beat FSX and P3D. In my opinion, that's my opinion. You know, a lot of people say otherwise. I say it beats it. You know, cloud textures are really nice. They definitely improve. Okay, that's just okay. It's broken. Photo reel, but yeah, I agree on that. As in my opinion. But just for that extra gain and the extra boost of my sim to make it look more realistic, you know, orthos, cloud retextures, sky retexture, all that stuff. Yo, Martha, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream, as you're already here chatting away anyway, so thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Yeah, here, I'll zoom in on the textures. You can see like they're really blurry from like zoomed in, but if you like zoom out, they look really nice, so you don't even really notice it. See what our ground speed is right now. Ground speed 434, not bad. PC specs, I think I don't have them in the description actually. I should have done that. Why? They should have saved. One sec, I'll get you my specs here in a bit. Just give me one moment. Patio hot sauce, if that's how you say the name. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Very much appreciated. All right, let me just give me a sec because I gotta clear up some empty room because there's too much stuff. Apparently, there's too many characters. Okay, I'll send you half and half, I guess. I'll send you one section and then I'll send you the rest. Give me a sec. There you go. change that song. Let's go and see what our. Let's go and just do an update on our FMC or so. Stoked 40,000, Surfer nearly coming up. So top of descent. So we're going to check up on our top of descent. So top of descent is going to be right before Surfer. Let's go ahead and open up our charts here and start getting some stuff. Just go over our arrival here. Alright, so on our arrival, we're going to be coming into Surfer, and we're going to descend for Nearly. We're going to descend at 20,000 feet for Nearly. What is the music source I use? I use Hero Board and non-copyright sounds. Two very good channels if you are looking for non-copyrighted music for your like channel. That's what I has 1080. Yeah, I went with the 1070 instead. It's just budget, that's all. And the 1070 is doing well for me. The 1080, I was actually thinking about getting it, but like I said, budget was really on the line for me at the time when I built the PC. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty high-end PC, but yeah. NCS and Hero Board. Yeah, NCS and Hero Board. Two really good non-copyright sounds channels. $1070 best for 1080. Even say 1080p. 1080 for enthusiasts. Alright, so we are about let's see, we're about 50 nautical miles, 60 nautical miles out from top descent ish. Alright, so Nearly is 20,000 at 280 knots, so that's already punched in for us. Waves is going to be, we're going to try to get down to waves at 15,000. Let's go and set for 15,000. That's waves, go and set that. We'll try to get to the lowest possible. And then Epic will be 10,000, let's go and set that. There. And then Eddie and all that stuff is basically just preset for us, so that's good. Alright, let's go back to the first page here. So that is the main, our top of descent moved back a little bit. That's not a big issue though, that's perfectly fine. Let's go and zoom in on our map here. I should have opted for a 1070 and got a better processor. Yeah, I went with the typical i7, the 4790K. I didn't go with the 6700 because that was pretty expensive. I was thinking about going for it, but that would mean I wouldn't have been able to get the 1080, 1070. So yeah, it was either 1070 or i7 6700K, and I decided to go with the 1070. Yeah, Kyle's actually right there. It actually depends on what you play as well. Like flight sims, you need a lot. If you're planning to run your flight sim at like maximum graphics, you're looking at a pretty expensive computer, for sure. But most games you can run at 60 frames with still 900 series, card and whatnot. 1070 is just for future, VR and all that stuff. Future heavy dependency games. But yeah, I think 1070 is probably the better one. The 1080 I think was just a bit too much, in my opinion. Not the price, but in general, it was just a bit overkill with nowadays games and whatnot. We still got a little bit of ways to our top of descent, so we'll go ahead and we actually got about like 25 nautical miles out or so, or no, 30 nautical miles out. About 28 now. Alright, so making our turn onto our top of descent and Surfer, so we are 42 nautical miles out from Surfer. We're about to start hitting our top of descent here. Let's go ahead and start. We're gonna start descent now. Is X-Plane 11 processor dependent or GPU? It's a bit of both, honestly. X-Plane 11, you know, it balances between the CPU and the GPU. Like games like, for example, Arma 3. Arma 3 is CPU. 100% CPU, just about. Like, it is a lot of CPU processing. X-Plane, I say, would probably balance out. It's fairly balanced between the graphics card and the CPU. Because I remember when I first got this computer and I played X-Plane 10 on it, I had to use my old 645 that I had in my old computer, and I could turn some settings up that were CPU dependent, you know, like shadows, things like that, some draw distance, and then textures when it came to like photoreal and all that. I had to turn my textures down because my graphics card couldn't bounce it out. So due to X-Plane being, you know, it's a whole globe, you could literally just fly to, you know, across the world in one session. It really relies on both at the same. It's like a 50-50 balance. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, I think the CPU takes a little bit more of a beating when playing X-Plane, but for a fact, I know that X-Plane balances the graphics card from the CPU very, very well. But if you're looking for the best experience and you already have a 1070 or 1080 and you want better frames, better textures, you know, max, you know, everything, go with the processor. That will definitely give you a boost in frames and a bit of an extra boost to your system all around, your X-Plane all around. Oh, there's an iPad on the side. Yeah, the iPad is actually like this is how you like set stuff up, like ground fuel. This is how you like load the plane and stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's go and set our let's go and set that a little bit higher here. So I'm gonna try to zoom out here. See, oh, okay, we're not gonna make that. Oh wait, I set it to 10,000. Why I set it to 10,000? Whoops. I set it to 20,000. Paying attention there when I set that. So we'll go a little bit steeper here. Try to make nearly at 20,000 as best we can. I always try to hit the lowest possible with these waypoints. As gone to X-Plane 11, I have no idea. I have no clue how to use the FMC. The FMC is actually not that hard. I mean, when you first look at an FMC, if you're talking about the default FMC, I think it's just like a 737 FMC, to be honest, which is actually pretty cool. Because the 737 FMC could work on any plane that you put it in. So it's pretty much basic. Also, how to set up arrivals and departures. Oh, that's really easy. That is super easy. That's not as hard as some people think. It's literally just setting in your departure airport, your arrival airport, going into departures and arrivals button, and then going to find your departure, whatever your departure SID and stars are, or yeah, SIDs and stars are. It's pretty basic. FMC is not that hard, not as hard as some people think. Like, when I first looked at an FMC, I was like, I have no idea how to use this thing at all. Like, it was just too complicated for me. I don't know what half of it, I don't know what, you know, 90% of it means. But once you get into it, once you, like, watch videos, just watch videos. That's how I learn. Watch a bunch of videos, watch a bunch of streams on planes that you fly, and guaranteed you'll be able to learn an FMC in a matter of hours. Alright, so basically with this FMC, so all Boeing FMCs are generally the same, and we have a little bit of time. So all Boeing FMCs, like I said, are pretty much the exact same as each other. The only difference is sometimes the color scheme, the layout is basically the exact same. You're not going to see any difference in the layout in Boeing aircraft. Unless it's like the 787 where it has the built-in touchscreen FMC, I think, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So you're gonna go to init reference. This is gonna basically show like all of your, well, for me it's not showing it, but okay, let me go to where it shows you. So you're gonna go like menu, FMC, And then go to pause in it. This is where you enter in your reference airport. So that's the airport that you're departing from. The gate, you don't need to do that. The time, you don't need to do that. And then you enter in your nav, because that's how your IRSs align. That's how you align your IRSs to, you know, so your autopilot knows where it's going. And then you basically like go to route, and then this is where you enter in your destination, your flight number, your runway, which you don't have to set here, and then you can save your route, do whatever. And like I said, this is what every Boeing aircraft is literally, their FMCs are all like. Just double check here. Okay, we still got time. And then basically when you set these in, you're going to go to the departures and arrivals button. So you're going to click that, and then this is basically where you set up all of your stuff. This is where you set up, you know, you click on departures. This is where all of your SIDs are. Basically, SIDs are standard instrument departures. And then you choose your departure runway. You know, there's different pages of different types of departures here. Of course, I, for one, chose the dark one, or SID, because that is what they use in real life. Then basically you got the arrival one, which is going to be your arrival airport. You're going to click on that, and then this is where you're going to choose your star, which is standard arrival, standard something arrival, I can't remember exactly what it stands for, but standard something arrival something. And then, you know, it basically the same exact thing. You choose your runway that you're going to land on. You choose your star, you know, so on and so forth. Z-Boogie90, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. It's been a while. Okay, and then that's basically how you do that. And then the other stuff is just like weights, speeds, flap settings, general things like that. And then legs is basically where all of your waypoints show up. That's basically everything that shows up. So that's a basic rundown of an FMC for you. It's pretty simple once you get used to it. It's really simple. It really is. Again, just watch a bunch of videos. How is X-Plane 11? It is amazing. X-Plane 11 is really, really good. Like, frames are amazing. Like, I'm getting a solid 30 frames up here right now. And in X-Plane 10, I would have maybe gotten around 25 to 30 at this point in the air. But it's... X-Plane 11 is really good. The graphics change where there's, like, reflections on the aircraft. You know, the basics of switching, you know, just swapping a lot of sceneries over. Like, I swapped all my photo reel over, no problem, without any errors. There's also a lot of add-ons I swapped over with no errors. A few that are out of date that I couldn't use because they're not compatible with X-Plane 11. But so far, X-Plane 11 is really, really, really nice. It's really fun. It's like a whole new sim. Laminar did a great job on it. Definitely did a great job on it. Turn the music down here. Alright, so coming into our about the middle of our arrival somewhat. And we're gonna start so nearly is gonna be 280, so let's go and start slowing this down to 280. Yeah, so far X-Plane 11 is totally worth the full price. It really is. It's a great sim. It's compared to X-Plane 10, this just blows X-Plane 10. Like, it's whole new sim. Frame wise, it's really great. Stability wise, everything. All right, so waves is gonna be at 15,000, so let's go and set this for 15,000. Waves is also going to be at 280. Yeah, with X-Plane 11 though, what I need to do is I need to configure it a little bit more. There's a few more configurations I need to do to get my frames to be a little bit more stable. As when we took off out of Los Angeles, I was getting some really bad frame spikes. Not really bad, I won't say. Maybe like 2 or 3 frame spikes on the departure, like rolling. And then once I got up in the air, like, frames were just smooth after that. But I think it's World 2 X-Plane. I think it's World 2 X-Plane messing up. So I don't think it's an X-Plane 11 error or fault. I think it's just a bad scenery. Alright, so Epic is going to be at 10,000. Let's descend for 10,000 here. Try to at least. I mean, even if we don't make it to 10,000, it'll be fine because Epic is 15,000 to 10,000, so we're still good with that. I think we'll make it at about 11,000-ish. Yeah, 11,000. You know, the cockpit view, you can notice the ambient occlusion. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think for the Vatsim flight, we're gonna probably do the 737 and the well, no, I can't do that. Never mind, because I don't have a proper checklist for it, so I don't know how to fly it. So yeah, the 737-700. If you guys are X-Plane users, the EADT has released the freeware X-Plane 7 or the X737 700. And they also have the payware. I have the payware FMC that came with it back in X-Plane 10, and it's really good, really accurate to real FMC. Do you think if, let's say, the pilots got sick, would you be able to land the plane? If the pilots got sick, would I be able to land a plane? Well, it depends on what plane it is, and probably not, because, you know, flying in a sim is completely different to real world. I mean, real world, if you heard that your pilot was sick or something and you had to fly the plane, you'd have a lot of adrenaline rushing through you and you would forget a lot of stuff. And plus, you know, there's that checklist, you know, it's like, I know pilots have checklists and everything, but the thing is, how similar are they to real world, or, you know, to X-Plane or FSX or simulation grade charts? You know, there's a lot of things as to, just because you fly sims a lot doesn't mean that you could really land a plane, or it doesn't mean I could land a plane. At least, you know, like a commercial airliner. I mean, if the pilots got sick to the point to where they could still land, I'm pretty sure they would divert to the nearest airport, which is obviously what's going to happen. So I don't know. It's just, I don't think it would be very common if a pilot just randomly got sick or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure they take, you know, health, you know, anything. If you have just like probably like a common flu or something, I'm pretty sure they would put you on leave or whatever for safety issues, of course. But do I think I could be able to land a plane? I would say probably not. With all the stress and adrenaline building up, I'd forget a lot of things, and yeah. Are you using a yoke or a joystick? I'm using a joystick. The yokes are really expensive. I wish I could, but they're really expensive. Like even the SciTech one, which is like all plastic or whatever. Well, I think majority of it's plastic. I mean, it's probably really good. Not like saying that the SciTech joystick or yoke is bad, you know, compared to the Yoko yoke. You know, that one is like a budget, but even the SciTech one is a few $100. Alright, let's go and see what we're at. Alright, coming up to Epic, we're going to go for Eddie. I think it's at 6,000, so 6,000 at Eddie. We're going to start bringing our descent speed back as well. And here, across Epic at 280 knots, go and change our heading mode. clean that up. So clean up our heading mode. We'll go ahead and also tune our our ILS information. We're gonna land on runway 28 right. We're gonna set our it's already set up for us, except for the frequency. The frequency is 111.7. 111. Okay, apparently that's not gonna work. One 111.7. Okay then. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it's not back up. 284. That's VOR DME. What am I doing? Whoops. My mistake. I think I have a different plane for some reason here. Whoops. I play with the mouse. Hey, you know, it's not bad. Probably more difficult. Why won't this set? Strange. Let's do it down here. I guess I thought you could use that. I honestly thought you could use this up here, but I guess you got to use this one down here to do the ILS stuff. So, hey. Apparently, you got to use this one down here. I wish you could use the one from. Well, I mean, I guess that's VOR DME, so it makes sense. I always thought you could use that. I never really used VOR DME, so I actually never really tried that. So it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot at trying to see if it'll work, but we'll just do it the way down here. Alright, so 111.7. There we go. Alright. Thought you could use the VOR DME, but okay, don't worry about that. Just broken scenery. Sacramento's broken. Alright, so we are below 10,000. We are over speed right now. Well, technically over speed in airspace, but let's set that back 250. We're set up for 6,000. So swells is 6,700, right? Swells is 4,700 apparently. So swells 4,700. Okay, let's see if we can make that. Make it a little bit. Well, once we start slowing down, we'll probably be able to make it. Once we get down in speed. Let's go ahead and arm speed brake. Let's go and arm our auto brakes. Let's go and get the lights turned on now that we're below 10,000 feet. I'm just going to turn on all lights, because why not? Let's go and get our checklist up. Alright, so we're actually going to be down at 240. Alright, after takeoff, build that. So next, approach checklist. Alright, cabin notification, no smoke and seatbelt signs are good, wing lights, wing lights are good, engine starts, it's on auto still. And these are going to be this, so that's good. Alright, so get ready for landing here. Auto brakes are set. Speed needs to come back. We need to increase the bring out speed brakes here and try to slow us down. And Sepin, so at Sepin we expect 3,000, so let's go ahead and set that. That back. And Sepin's going to be about 230 now, so we'll probably take it at 220. 220 or 210 knots actually. I'm gonna start slowing down for that now. Start slowing down for 220 knots. Do you have your pilot's license? No, I do not. However, in the future, when I'm done with college and all, I plan on getting my private pilot's license. That should be pretty fun. Speed back a little bit more. Let's go and zoom in on the map. They're a little bit. It looks like they improved the winds as well. The winds seem like they're a little bit more realistic. Wow, look at the wing. Oh yeah, the wing. Look at the wing flex. That's cool. I love the wing flex on this plane. I really love the wing flex on this plane. We're gonna turn that song off or change that song. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Let's go and bring flaps down a notch. Let's go ahead and bring speed brakes all the way in. Let's go ahead and arm the speed brake. And we're still decreasing in speed, so that's good. We got 10 nautical miles out, so we got a lot of time for thinking space and whatnot. Well, Kyle, I did get accepted. I got accepted, so I start June 1st. What college am I looking into? I'm actually going to be going to college for the Fire Academy, because the way that the Fire Academy works up here is you have to go to college for it. You have to get it. You become a student firefighter. You also have to go to school for like fire science and all that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I actually got accepted yesterday. I got news that I was accepted yesterday. Yeah, one step closer. Yeah, one step closer. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's go and cut the music here so I can concentrate. DFW Spotters 2, thank you, man. Thank you very much for that. DFW Spotters 2, also thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. I'm gonna turn the volume up so we can hear sounds. And we should. We're catching the localizing glide slope now, so we're good now. We got a lot of fog here in San Francisco, as that's pretty typical in the Bay Area, so pretty cool. Yeah, the fog is much better too in X-Wing 11 as well. The fog is definitely more realistic. All right. Now on to Sepin, and once the localizer starts coming alive, it's going to start slowing down for 210 knots. And we should be able to bring down flaps a second notch. Yep, there we go. And once the localizer starts coming alive, actually going to slow it down for 200 knots, because that turn, right as soon as we come up on the turn, we're going to be immediately lining up with the runway. Let's go and turn on approach mode now. Keep going until we hit 3,000 on the speed, or on the altitude. So glide slope is coming alive now. So we're catching the glide slope. Speed is into 200. Heading is going to be set to runway heading, just in case if it's a missed approach. And there goes the turn. Oh, nope. Okay, here comes a localizer turn now. Alright. Now we're on the turn, we're going to go ahead and slow down for 190. Let's see if the alignment's any better, because I remember in X-Plane, they kind of still overshoot. The ILS still kind of overshoots, but it's not that bad. You hate firefighters. They hate firefighters. That's gonna start slowing it down big time. It's gonna bring ups down another notch. They are oddly attractive. No, I don't know. Firefighter seems like a good job. Always stopping the fires I start. Just ridiculous. You start a nice fire and they always gotta put it out. Especially when it's your neighbor's house, yeah? Or the neighbor that you dislike the most. Let's go and bring flaps down. We'll go and get gear down here. And 165. Let's go and check our lights. Lights are good. I don't think we're missing anything. Is the speed brake armed? Yeah, it was armed. Let's keep that armed, yeah. That's a good idea. Alright. We'll maintain 165 for now. Let's go and bring that back. Bring flaps down more. What flaps are we at? We're at 25. We're going to go flaps 30 for the landing. Bring that back all the way to 40. Alright, we'll take control of the aircraft soon. I need to download the add-on that changes the water textures. The water textures are, yeah, this right now in X-Plane 11. I don't know, they're probably going to fix that. I don't know, but I'm sorry. There's an add-on out there. There's an add-on to change the texture for that. We're going to use the fire extinguisher to take out the fire I was using to cool. Oh, to cook. Alright, let's go ahead and turn auto throttle off. We have control of the throttle. Let's go and disengage autopilot. Alright, we have the aircraft. High on there.
$1,000.
Alright, let's try to grease this landing here. Man, frames are just much smoother in X-Plane 11. Like, if I was on X-Plane 10 right now, guaranteed I would have been getting like 13 frames or something ridiculous like that. Man, frames are just so good in this game. Big improvement compared to 10.
$500.
Come on. There we go. A little bit high. That's all right. We're still too white, too red on the PAPI lights. So I don't know. I think it's just a little bit off. I still don't know why there's boats that were flying there. There's not supposed to be boats right there, but okay. I think it's just a texture, or not texture, it's a auto gen issue.
Minimums.
Alright, let's go and concentrate. A little bit off. It's alright.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright, and we're down. It's pretty smooth. Reverse is coming out. Not bad. I remember when I first landed, it was I had a pretty bad landing when I was flying the 737-700, trying it out. It's a pretty bad landing. Watch our speed. And 70 knots. And we're going to release. And we are down at San Francisco. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, those are boat spotters. Oh, are they allowed to park right there? Are they seriously allowed to park like right next to the runway like that? Oh, we're hearing somebody on Unicom right now. FSCloud. I have the volume turned down so we can't hear him all the way. All right, well, made it safe and sound in San Francisco. That's the most part. So it's gonna hold here and then just make sure that there's no traffic. I'm gonna bring flaps up. All right, let's go up here. Gonna turn those off. We're gonna hold here and just make sure that there's no traffic coming in. And watch a replay, of course. So let's go and pull the park brake. I don't see anybody. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so I'm gonna take those off. Flaps are all the way up. Speed brakes are in. No, there's people that like go on boats and spot. It was like there's a few airports where they sit at the end of the runway, but like right on the what's it called? Like right on the approach lights. I don't think that's legal. I think you could get in trouble for that. Guaranteed you could get in trouble for that. But I think I know there's for a fact there's people that go on boats and spot. But I don't know how common it is in San Francisco. I don't think it's very common at all in San Francisco because I never really see it. I mean, it might be an off-limits area, so it might not be able to happen at all. Let's see if we can find a ramp here that's large enough for a 7.5. I think this, yeah, that ramp would be perfect right there. Yeah, some airports you could do that as long as you're not like in. I'm pretty sure as long as you're not in range of those approach lights. Or if you're not blocking them, but I think that was just like an auto-gen issue. Other than that, I think we are good to go. Everything is set. Let's see if AutoGate. I think AutoGate's. No, I didn't install AutoGate, did I? Oh, is it a payware airport? No, this is not a payware airport. This is freeware. This is a freeware airport. I need to get AutoGate working. I don't know if AutoGate is compatible for 11 though, which I'm sure it is. It's like the same scripting, whatnot. So we're gonna have to get out here and do it ourselves. A little bit too much to the left there. I don't know which one we're supposed to hold at, so I'm just gonna do it here. Right there will be perfect. Alright, let's go and pull the park brake. And we are here at San Francisco. That was actually a lot of fun though. That was actually not bad. Freeware? Yeah, this is freeware. Mr. X's scenery, it's really good for freeware. Yeah, it even comes with its own orthos, so the orthos are really, really well done. Okay, let's go and disable FSCloud and get out of that. That way we are not showing up on the servers anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and check with that, make sure that I'm completely logged off. Yeah, there's no traffic in the area, so let's go right into replay mode. Okay, so we'll go ahead and fast forward it. And let's see how smooth that landing was. A little bit of a float, not bad though. Pretty smooth. I still don't know why the spoilers arm fully and then they go halfway. I have no idea why they do that. So it's very weird. But I don't know if it's an issue or something, but it happens all the time. Let's watch for a few different views. This is not a good, not the best wing view here. Okay, this one's better. You can't see, okay, there's the boats right there. Yeah, I don't know what the, yeah, those boats are definitely not supposed to be there. Alright, DFW spotters, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the sub. See you next time. So yeah, the spoilers arm and then they just completely disarm. No idea why it does that. It's weird. I'll watch from a few more different views and then we'll go on over to the other, start our other leg. Watch from this view here, this will be our last one and we'll take a quick break. I should have used a little bit of right rudder, but that's alright. Wasn't that bad. Basically it for the first leg, and go and get the Vatsim leg going here. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then if you guys are gonna be heading out for the stream, just want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the new subscribers if you're stopping. If you're heading out, if you guys are gonna be sticking around, we're gonna be going on switching over to Vatsim, and from there we're gonna be doing. Let me actually see if the ATC is still active in the area. Let's see. The ATC, if the ATC is not active, I am probably going to switch airports to an ATC area that is active. As far as I'm aware, DFW has been staffed all day today. Nope, they just got unstaffed. Okay, so Phoenix is online. Albuquerque Center is online. Of course, the north or the East Coast is online as always. Surprisingly, the West Coast is not online. Usually, San Francisco is always online around this time. So I'll probably do Phoenix. I'll probably do maybe. We'll probably do a short leg, Phoenix to San Diego, and MD-80. We'll probably do the MD-80. That sounds fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and exit out of replay mode. And we'll go ahead and switch over to Phoenix. Now, Phoenix I've been having frame issues with, so hopefully with some of the settings that I've changed, hopefully I fixed it because, like I said, Phoenix was having a lot of frame issues. At least I was, just, I have no, I think it's World 2 X-Point. I guarantee that it is. So we'll see what happens. So let's go to Phoenix. And, we'll probably go as like Delta or something. Let's see. Well, I still have to get a flight plan and everything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, leave it here and, go ahead and, take my break. Go get something to grab something to eat real quick. And again, if you guys are stopping out for the night, so I'll say thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys want to be sticking around, we'll see you guys in a bit.
I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling.
Alright guys, I am back. Just gonna get some last few things here set up for the Project Fly for the whole updating thing that you see at the top. So we'll get that set up. I just gotta add a new aircraft to my fleet, and then I get that set up, and then we'll go start up. We're gonna be flying the MD-80. We're gonna be flying as Delta 318. That's gonna be our call sign for tonight. And the Vatsim network. We're gonna be going from Phoenix, Arizona to San Diego. So let me go and change the stream information for that, and some other stuff set up here. So other than that, we have the music playing for a little bit longer here, and then we'll get started up in the next few minutes.
Kiss the sky goodnight. Come get lost with me. 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 Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever, and it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight.
Alright. Go ahead and get ready to get started here, doing some last things, and then we'll have the top bar get updated and all. And this is the MD-80, so we're flying, since all my liveries did not get transferred over, I didn't transfer any over liveries, we're going to just be rolling with the Delta, the old school Delta MD-80, and that's perfectly fine. I actually like this livery, it's not that bad, it's not bad at all. And this is what we're going to be flying. So this is going to be a plane. We're going to fly this. This is our last leg for tonight. And Vatsim is working. I just saw a plane take off not too long ago. However, I think the planes are invisible because I was installing the custom CSL. And I don't think it's compatible with XPin 11 yet. So if we do run into any traffic, they're probably going to be invisible. But that's alright. We should be fine. So I'm just dispatching my flight with Project Fly right now, and then we'll get ready to go. So we can now, okay, yep, it picked up our route. We're gonna fly that now, and you guys should be able to see a top bar pop up here with the information loading in gradually. All right, so Phoenix. There are 3 departures coming out of Phoenix, and we are one of them. Looks like we are logged in and good to go. Now we're going to be just going to San Diego, so there's a little bit of action at San Diego. San Diego does have an ATIS online, which is cool, and that's going to be perfect for us. And we'll go ahead and start getting ready to go. For some reason, my YouTube is just not updating the video at all. Is the video just stuck at rendering for you guys, or is it actually playing the video? Because on my screen, or on my tablet and my screen, it's not showing anything being played. So if you guys can just update me on that, see if the stream is running smooth or if it's working properly. I think I'm having some issues on my end from the looks of it. Alright, other than that, let's go ahead and see what we got. See if we can see the aircraft. I'm pretty sure, like I said, we can't because I was testing out Vatsim earlier and planes were basically invisible. Oh no, they're showing up. I think it's just some of them that go invisible. Let's go and see if he has a livery on. Yeah, it's Southwest. Okay, so maybe it does work actually. So it actually does work. Let me check with this guy. Yeah, that guy has a livery. Yeah, earlier they just weren't showing any liveries at all. So yeah, that guy's actually Alaska Airlines. So that's pretty cool. This guy's actually Southwest. And we're basically only 3 here, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so it is working. So I just need to set up some camera views here because I don't have any custom camera views inside of this MD-80 as I would like to have them. So we're going to go and set those up. Since this is likely my first flight with the MD-80, I don't have any views set up for them, so we're going to go and do that now. So we'll set up the pilot and then the co-pilot. And we'll set the middle pedestal, which is just going to be this right here. I'll go and bring it about. There's pretty good. Set that to 5, so we got all those. Go ahead and set the overhead panel. You can't really see, so we'll go and turn on night vision for that to try to get it aligned. I don't think, yeah, we don't really need that top at all. I'll go and just set it like that. So that looks good to me. Go and set that. Is that. And we'll go and set up some wing views. The thing I like about the other Delta livery, the one that I used to use on X-Plane, is it had colored interior lighting. It actually had like I think it was purple or just a very cool looking blue livery, or not livery, lighting inside. It was pretty cool. We'll set up a nice view next to the engine. I actually like this, like the view back here. You get to see like the engine and the wing, which is a pretty awesome view. I'd say so. Pretty nice view of the engine roaring right next to the passenger. Set that as 9. We'll set one up over here as 8. Set it right here. Set that one as 8. We'll go into the outside view. Set up our little outside exterior wing view. What is FSCloud? FSCloud is basically kind of like Vatsim. It's an online multiplayer system. And basically you can connect to other sims. Basically if your friend is on X-Plane and you have FSX, for example, or P3D, FSCloud basically makes you connect to a worldwide server that shows everybody's planes and everybody, you know's movements and everything. Without having to go on Vatsim. FSCloud is basically like a more relaxed sort of Vatsim, sort of say. And that's basically what that is. So, FSCloud is a lot of fun. Me and my friends did it for a little bit. I set my FMC view up here. But yeah, it's a pretty fun program. It's really cool. Really cool if you and your friends want to do something, but you guys own 2 completely different flight sims, and you can even do it on your normal flight sim as well. You don't have to necessarily have separate sims just to connect. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, I think we got all of our views set up, at least for the most part. It looks like, yeah, it's all of our views. Okay, so let's go and close out of all these charts, and we don't need those anymore. Those are garbage. And let's go ahead and open up the MD80 checklist. I think it's at the bottom. Yep, there it is right there. And we're going to open up, do I have updated charts for Phoenix? I'm pretty sure I do. We have the Judith 6, that's what we're going to be on. Yep, so perfect. Alright, we're going to open up Phoenix ground chart, and we're going to open up the Judith 6 departure, and that's basically all that we have for that. Then we're going to go to San Diego, and we're going to take the Lucky 1 arrival. I think that's the same exact thing, is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, so Lucky 1 arrival, we're going to do the, as always, the approach for 27. And then we're going to be on the ground charts. So that's basically all the charts that we have to load up there. Alright, so let's see how this MD80 works in X-Plane 11. That's going to be interesting. So, let me get my stream fixed up here because all my tablet and my stuff is out of date. So, let me just fix this here. And that should fix that for me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the lights on here because I can't see anything. So, we're going to go up here, use our little fancy aviation flashlight to see things here. Alright, so we're going to go and get the battery on. Let's go and pull up this here. So parking brake battery switch is on, engine igniters are off, window shield wipers are off, landing lights are off and retracted. Flood position lights, anti-nav, all stuff is, anti-collision lights, all stuff is off, radar is off, AP external is going to be coming on and running. So we're going to go over here, we're going to get the start pump turned on, and then we're going to go and turn on the, let's see, AP external power. So APU is going to be coming on. So where is the APU button? If I can remember where it was over here somewhere. Run. So there we go. So let's go and start. Bring it back to run. It's going to start the APU. So while the APU comes alive, I'm going to make sure of something here on my second monitor. And also, actually, you know what? Let's go and get the lights on real quick here. So let's get the panel lights ready. You'll get the floods ready. Those lights. And I think other lighting is over here. Yeah, there it is. So get those turned up so as that when the APU comes on. Right as soon as the APU comes on, with that at the ready. Let's see if the stream saved the, no, it didn't save it. Alright, let me change that real quick. KPHX to KSAN. Let's see if it'll save that time. There we go, now it's saved. Alright. Alright, so let's go and get the APU power on. There we go, cool stuff. Alright, cool. We now have light in the plane, so let's go ahead and drop the, let's go and get rid of the aviation flashlight, don't need that anymore. Left and right APU buses will be coming on. Oh, there's external power, whoops. Left and right APU buses are already on, what am I talking about? Left and right APU buses are on, APU air is coming on. Pneumatic press is checked, cockpit flood is required, display intensity, let's go and get those turned on so we can actually see our displays, get rid of that. Go and get these displays turned up, we'll get our FMC turned up. And there we go, let's make sure that I actually updated the AirX cycle, yes I did, perfect, alright. So, emergency lights will be armed, see if I remember where they are located, because with the MD-80, the thing about this plane, there they are. The thing about this plane is it was rushed, and that's the reason why everything is kind of all over the place and the cockpit design isn't the best. Cabin signs, where are those at? I think they're around... Cabin signs, cabin signs, cabin signs. There they are. We're just going to put those on auto. Fuel pumps and cross feeds are off, so you know that for a fact. Cockpit safe inspection checklist complete. Cockpit preparation and sync selectors are off. Enunciators are checked. Pneumatic cross feed valves will be coming on to open. Let's go and get those open. Air conditioning supply switches are coming on to auto. There we go. Pneumatic cross feed valves are open. Air conditioning supplies to auto. Windshield anti-ice switch will be coming on. Yaw damper is going to be coming on. Oops, on. There we go. And art switch is already set. The landing gear lever also has a good engine oil temp. Hydraulic quantity, so make sure it's all good. That's all good, yep. Spoilers are down, flaps are retracted, hydraulic transition auxiliary pumps are off, primary stab trim is good, secondary stab trim not going to do all that stuff, fuel shut-off levers are down, takeoff warning thrust is tested, well, there we go. Stall warning, max speed warning test, all that stuff is good, fuel quantity, we're going to go ahead and get the fuel loaded, so let's go up here, let's go to flight, edit weight and balance I think is where you do the fuel, is this where you do fuel? Yeah, this is where you do fuel, alright, perfect. Alright, so the amount of fuel we've been carrying on board is 15,380 or 38. So 15. Let's go and change it here. So 15. Come on. Yeah, so 15,338 pounds of fuel. That's going to balance the tanks for us there. And we'll go ahead and hit done. We'll apply the changes, and that should load up our fuel. Total fuel, that's not right. Okay, maybe that's in kgs. I think that's in kgs. I remember there's a kg setting in here, so we're gonna go to menu, go to aircraft management, and that is in kg. Yes, let's go and see what it's in pounds. Pounds total fuel 15,331. Close enough. That is close enough. All right, so pounds or fuel quantity is set. Master caution cleared. Go up here and go and get the flight plan. So flight plan is gonna be files. Go plugins, squawk box. Whoops, plugin squawk box. Send flight plan. We're going to be going departure from KPHX to KSAN. Alternate. Let's have KSAN. For cruise altitude, it's going to be 260. True airspeed is going to leave at 410. Departure time. Let's leave at what it is now. Flight time is roughly going to be about 1 hour and 1 minute. Fuel hours, we got about enough for about 2 hours, 10 minutes-ish, roughly. We'll go ahead and enter in our route. So we're going to be on the Judith 6, Mohawk transition, Juliet 2 airway, the Hogs transition, and then the Lucky 1 arrival. So Lucky 1 arrival, and we'll go and set that, make sure it's all spelled correctly. And we'll be on transmit and receive, and we'll be on TCAS, FMS. We are IFR. We're going to go and send that in. And while we're here, let's go ahead and get the show who's online, and we'll see if our radios work. We'll see what happens here. All right. Let's go and tune in on the ATIS. Let's make sure that all of our stuff. Actually, no. Let's go to plugins real quick. Let's go squawk box. Let's go set up audio. So the input is gonna be input. Let me just make sure which one. I think the wave one is better. Check here real quick. Alright, so I think voice meter output should work, and that should be on wave. And then output is going to be the voice meter input for the wave. So we're going to set that to that, and that to that. And we're going to bring voice comm 2 down. We're going to keep this, we'll bring this down a little bit. We'll set that. And then we'll go ahead and check the ATIS and make sure we can hear 127.57. Does that not work? 127. Okay. Keep an eye out, United Airlines 1420. Oh, will do, man. For some reason, my radio does not seem to want to work. Well then. Is there a way I could do it in here? Well, this sucks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything right now, because my radios are not necessarily working right now. Seven. Oh well, this sucks. Alright, well, radios are not working. Is it some sort of odd? Let me check something real quick. Hold on, I think I know what it is. Try to change in the FMC. Yeah, I don't know if I can't change the radio in the FMC though. Here? Yes. No. It's not working. There's no radio button in the in this FMC. Is there like a secondary radio that I could use? I think there's like is there like a radio up here or something? And you know, well, I think it was with one of the planes. There's like a radio thing up here, but I don't think it's the MD-80. No, it's not. I'm gonna keep on trying this. I think we got a new subscriber too. Los Santos Division of never mind. Los Santos Division of Police. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Samo Mohammed, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Right now we're just dealing with some radio issues. I cannot change the second decimal point for whatever reason. I could change the first, I just can't change the second, and I have no idea why. Okay, that's the same button. 27. Nothing. Those work. That works. Try going to a different angle here, maybe. Nope. Okay, let me try something here. I don't know if this is gonna fix it, but we'll see. I'm gonna get rid of some Lewis scripts because there's some or not Lewis. Is it Lewis scripts? I think it is a Lewis script. Let me check. Yeah, it's a fly with Lewis script that does like ATC and stuff. If you're using any online comm map, it may be the reason. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because fly with Lua has a built-in ATC system, and that might be what it is, but can't be exactly sure about that. But like I said, it could be. Scripts disabled. Can I drag? Oh, I can just drag those in there. Let me just get rid of all these scripts in fly with Lua because I don't need them. We can get rid of transponder, show pilot's head info, Q&H helper, memory heartbeat, keystroke, what the heck? Copy, I don't want to copy those. Okay. Let's get these. Debug variables, button sniffer, I don't know. Okay, let's cut all these and bring them into the scripts disabled folder. Work? Let's see if it worked. Okay, well they didn't get okay, well, hold on. Did they get added though? Oh, they did not, of course not. Alright. I'm gonna just have to drag and drop them or completely delete them off my computer, which is fine. I will do that. Alright, here we go. This will work now. It will let me. I could replace 8 files. Okay, replace. Okay, there we go. I got it. Alright, so let's reload Fly with Lua. Let's go to Fly with Lua. Reload all Lua scripts. That should. Yes, it fixed it. That's exactly what I thought it was. Okay. Mohammed, thank you for that as well. You're thinking the same thing I was thinking, but thank you for the input. Thank you for that. That's exact. All right, well, we got radios now, so that's good. All right, 127.57. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Samo or I don't know how to pronounce your name. I do not know how to pronounce your first name at all. All right, so 127.57. Is that what it was, right? Yeah, 57. All right, let's see if our sound works now. That's the big thing. Oh yeah, it works. Perfect.
01510. 12717. Visibility 10.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this ATIS information and then go and continue on.
25,000 volts.
You need to change that key.
Temperature 22. 2.2.
Plugins.
Altimeter
Logbox.
2986. Simultaneous visual
I'm
and
not set up audio,
ILS courses in use. Landing runways 25 left and 26.
Preferences.
Departing runway 25 right. Please make runway hold corrections with runway tether and call signs.
Okay, so this I need to change. Whoops.
You have information alpha.
That I need to change something like that maybe. Will that work? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Alright, cool.
Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport ATIS information.
Alright,
alpha.
let's get this let's get the rest of this information down. So 27
Wind 271 Visibility 10.
and temperature 22, altimeter 2986.
25,000 broken.
Simultaneous visual
Temperature
approaches,
22.
landing runways, departing runway
2.2.
25 right.
Altimeter 2986. Simultaneous
Vehicle
visual
instructions,
and ILS approaches
designated
in
call
use.
sign, advise
Landing
information. Alright,
runway
perfect. Alright,
25
let's
left
go and get
and
that switched
26.
off. Okay, we'll go over to the ground, Phoenix ground. We'll go and get our clearance, so 132.55. Switch that. Do they have delivery, do they? No, there's no delivery. Okay, so we're good. Let's go and see if our microphone works. Make it Sam for short and have a good flight. Alright, I'll make it Sam. Thank you for that. Alright, let's see. I hear everybody on the frequency, so we should be good. I kind of want to test it just to make sure that like the sound pitch is good. To make sure they're not too loud or not too quiet. We'll go to Albuquerque, so 127.85 just to test. Just to test to see, make sure the audio is all good to go. 85. Because I know there's going to be quite a bit of traffic on here. I think. Not hearing anything. Let's try something else. Because I just want to make sure that all my audio is good before I call up. So it's not gonna take long, but it's gonna take a little bit of time just for me to test everything. Since it's literally my first time flying on Vatsim on X-Plane 11, that is. So 128.65. We'll try that. 128.65. Let's try that. See if there's any comms on here. Alright, well if there's not, it's alright. We'll just call up. Let's get ready to call up, and I guess we'll find out that way. We'll find out the hard way. So 132.55 is ground. Switch on over to that. And let's go ahead and GBAFM. Will you require flight following after departure? Oh, okay. I heard somebody queue up. So, okay, so I can hear people. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so we are Delta 318. That's our call sign. I was about to call up for American 318. Alright, let's go and call up. Oh, that's quiet. Maybe it's just that one guy, though.
Alaska 643 Venus
they're
ground,
really quiet.
runway 2 right, taxi via Delta Romeo, hold short, 25 right.
They're pretty quiet.
Right, exposure.
Maybe because my input stuff didn't save. Maybe that's why, huh? Alright, let's go and change this again. So, it'll be cable out. It will be voice meter input, and cable out was the correct one, right? Joys of configuring X-Plane. Midstream. Okay, so it's voice meter output. That's what it is. Voice meter output. Okay, now let's see if it'll work. Let's see if they'll be a little bit louder. I'll go and call it. Phoenix ground, giving Delta 318 radio check.
Delta 318 Phoenix ground, radio check 5 miles.
Alright, thank you very much. Read you the same. Delta 318 will be requesting IFR clearance to San Diego for tonight.
Delta 318, Phoenix Ground, roger. You're cleared to the San Diego International Airport via the June 6 departure Mohawk transition. Then is filed climb via the SID. Departure frequency is going to be 128.65, squawk 0752, and Alpha is current.
Alright, clear to San Diego International Airport due to 6 departure Mohawk transition, then solid. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 128.65, squawk 0752, and we have information Alpha on board. Thank you very much.
Delta 318, roger, read back correct. Expect runway 25 right for departure, push and start at your discretion. Contact me when ready to taxi.
Alright, we'll expect 25 right, then push to our discretion. We'll contact you when ready for taxi. Delta 318, thank you. Alright, so we are cleared for that route. And we got a new subscriber. 80K Bossy, thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's go and get some stuff tuned in here. Now we can start with the good stuff. We can start with the FMC stuff. Well, technically it's not the good stuff, but close enough. Better than me configuring my X-Wing. Alright, so we're gonna be going from KPHX. Reference airport, and set that. Oh yeah, we forgot to set our navs. That would be a good idea. Navs. We're right there.
Good evening, United 1633.
Line those. There we go. Now we can set this. This is what I wanted. Alright, we're gonna set that.
United
Go to routes.
1633,
Phoenix is already set. We're gonna go from
KSAN.
KSAN. We're gonna go to KSAN. We're gonna set this camera a little bit lower. It's a little bit offset.
Alaska 643, contact tower
Set that there. Flight number is
120.9er.
gonna
Have a
be
good flight.
DAL318.
0.9er.
And the flight number, runway is going to be 25 right, so 25 right. Up that in the runway.
United
We're gonna
1633,
activate that,
ready
execute
to
it.
copy IFR.
Iris is not aligned, okay. We have to wait for our irises to align, guys.
United 663, you're cleared to the San
wait for that to
Francisco
align.
International Airport
Oh, they are
via
aligned,
the
aren't they?
Mesa 3 departure.
Looks like they're aligned.
Jackpot transition, then is
Yeah, there we
filed.
go, now it's
Climb
aligned. Okay,
via
that was a fast
SID.
alignment.
Your departure frequency is
Okay,
128.65, squawk
So we're going to go to
0742.
departures and arrivals and go to departures for Phoenix. We're going to be on the Judah 6 departure, Mohawk transition. We're going to be departing on 25 right. We're going to execute that. We're going to go to route. We're going to go
Roger, United
to
1633,
next page.
departure frequency is
Do that, now set.
128.65.
Oh no, it's set. It's set. We'll go to route.
United 1633, cleared to San Francisco.
Oh, okay, I see what we did. Okay, okay, I'm stupid. I'm blind. Okay, so from the Mohawk waypoint, we're going to be on the Juliet 2 airway. And then from the Juliet 2 airway, we're going to be on the
Your
Hogs
squawk is 0742.
transition
Otherwise, read
to
back
Hogs. We're going to
information alpha is
execute
correct.
that. We're going to go to departures and arrivals and go to arrivals for
Contact me when
KSAN.
ready to taxi.
We're going to be on the
Runway
Lucky
25
1
right
departure,
for
Hogs
departure.
transition. We're going to be on the localizer for 27. We're going to be on the Lindy approach transition. We're going to execute that. We're going to go to legs. We're going to clear up any discos that we have, which I believe we have none. Yep, no discos, so we're good there. Let's go to init reference, and we're going to set our fuel and everything. So 0 fuel weight, all that stuff is good. Fuel. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. All right, reserves. We're just gonna say we have reserves of 6.5. I don't want to do the math right now. We're gonna do cost index of 100. We're gonna do cruise altitude of 260, and pop that in there. Winds. Just not gonna enter that. We're gonna enter that. We're gonna go takeoff. We're gonna do the outside temperature is 22. Set 22. Pop that in there. Flux is apparently 0. Flux EPR. We're going to set our knots, our V speeds. We're going to execute. Oh wait, no. We're not supposed to set the V speeds when we're like this. Okay, it's whatever. We'll do it when we push back. I forgot with this plane, you're not supposed to set the V speeds until you push back. So yeah, it's whatever. It's alright. We can go legs, and we'll continue. We'll just continue on. We can get rid of that, or keep that there actually. Alright, let's go and continue on. So we got all of that stuff set. Our airspeed bugs are set, which we're gonna reset once we push back and flaps are set. Before takeoff, or before before takeoff. Before start, park brake is set. Thrust levers are idle. So I'm gonna make sure park brake. Are the park brakes set? I don't know, it doesn't show the animation of the park brake being animated anymore. Oh well, whatever.
United 1420
Alright,
Phoenix Ground,
thrust,
can you receive
park brake is on, thrust levers are idle, APU air is on, pneumatic cross feed valves are open, pneumatic pressure also is good, air conditioner supplies. Air conditioner supplies will be coming off. Oops. There we go. Air conditioner supplies are off, fuel tank pumps are as required. Let's go ahead and...
Roger, United 1420, you are cleared to the San
we're not going to use the
Diego
center pumps
International
yet.
Airport.
Pushback clearance has been
Unit
received
3
and start clearance has been received. Engine igniters, system A or
Mohawk
B.
transition, then
So
is
we're
filed.
going to find those. I think there's is there
Climb
an
B
overhead
is
panel
good,
for
your
it? I can't see
departure frequency
anything
is
up here.
128.65.
I could have sworn that there was a panel lighting up here,
0717.
but that's alright. Alright, system A and B, so we're going to go ahead and get that ready to go. So we'll set that to both, and then we'll release park brake if it's even on, which is probably not. That's alright. Alright, anti-collision lights are coming on for the pushback, and what am I doing up there? So it's in the front here. Let's go over here and get these lights. So we'll get the floodlights on. We'll get the position lights on. We're going to get the wing lights. We'll actually leave those off. Anti-collision lights coming on for the pushback. Come on. There we go. And we'll set our speeds here and everything before we actually get the pushback.
United 1420, read back correct. Information Alpha is current. Expect runway 25 right for departure. Push and start.
Is that guy spamming something?
Contact me when ready to taxi.
See what he... Hey, cock lovers? Wow, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get that set up to 200. We'll get the headings set to 250. Was it, I don't know, let's see what it is. I think it's about 250, like exact. 25 right, it's going to be 259, so it's going to be 259. 259.
United 420, also confirm you have information.
United
Alpha.
420. Amazing call sign. He was. Yeah, good spot on that. Alright, and then we'll set the altimeter as well. So let's go and set the altimeter. If I can remember where it was at. Altimeter, here it is. Altimeter was 2986. Go and set that 2986. And let's leave that at 10,000. Leave that. Heading is all good. Alright, we're all good there. So park brake is, I'm assuming it's released. I'm pressing the brake button, so most likely it is released. And we'll get the pushback ready, which I don't think I have a pushback plug-in. I'm pretty sure I installed one, but I don't think it works for some reason. So we're probably gonna have to like make a U-turn or something out of the ramp here. Let's go ahead and just make sure, see if I do have one. I'm pretty sure I do. I think it's a Python script, I think. Next pushback menu, no, it's right here.
Flat.
I don't know how to use this though. Pushback settings? How do I use this? No idea how to use this. Oh, there's a guy floating there. Yeah, I have no idea how to use this pushback system. So yeah. Sam Lamberry, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Why do you get the wrench, Kyle? Because I'm cool and I have it in TS. Alright, so let's get there's no pushback system in here. This sucks. I don't have a pushback system. So I'm just gonna have to U-turn through the terminal. Well, this is gonna suck. Maybe I could do it there. Now it's rotate MD80 stuff. Fly with Lua, do you have it? No, fly with, I removed all that, and I don't have a script for that. Python? I have no scripts in Python as well. Plugin admin, maybe? Let's go and see what we got in here. Those are all just ground traffic stuff. Okay, it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna hang a U-turn to the ramp. I'm just gonna start engines at the ramp. We're just gonna do a U-turn because I don't have a pushback script yet. All right, so startup clearance received, yada yada yada. Any collision light, yada yada yada. Engine riders. All right, APU bus is gonna be coming on. That's after start. All right, let's go and get the engine started. All right, let's go and get these open. We're gonna start the right engine first. And I think that has to reach 20%. So that should reach 20%. And then we should be able to start if I'm correct. I'm just trying to read this. It says 20% because I think it's 20%. We'll do it at 20% until N2 reaches 20%. There we go. Introduce fuel. Oh, don't worry, Sam. You'll get it someday. Trust me. Trust me. You'll get it someday. One of these days. It's so cool. They added new sounds and stuff too. It's really cool. Is that the engine started? That's the started engine, yeah. Huh, that's really quiet. I guess it's a good thing though. Alright, let's go and start right engine. Or left engine. Wait for that to reach 90% or 20% on the N2. 19, 20. Just use the fuel. There we go. Okay, that's that engine starting up. Yeah, they completely changed the sounds on this plane though, which actually sounds better, in my opinion. Okay, so those are good. Let's go and get the other generators already in the on position. They're already in the on position. Okay. Alright, so now the engines are started, so after start engine igniters can come off.
1420 Phoenix ground, runway 25 right, taxi
Keep that on
via
both.
Charlie Romeo.
APU bus will remain on, APU air is going to be coming off, so APU air coming off. Pitot heat and statics will be coming on to captain. APU air, pitot heat, airfoil and engine anti-ices, all this stuff is good. Air conditioning supply will be set back to auto. Pneumatic crossfeed valves are going to be closed. Hydraulic system checked and set. SR checklist is complete. Taxi. I feel like we have to turn. Right, yeah, we turn off the APU. Let's get the APU turned off. All right. Yeah, maybe child, but I'm one that can throw around my ex-army dude. Like he weighs nothing. Must be bitching because I know you don't live for shit. Alright, so taxi. Let's go ahead. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna U-turn around to the right. Oh wait, one sec. I almost forgot about this plane. You have to go down here and set the hydraulic stuff. Almost forgot about that. Alright, now let's make a U-turn. There we go. Unrealistic, but I don't have a pushback thing, so I have to do it this way. Gonna have to do it this way. Alright, let's go ahead and just pull on to the taxiway here. I'll set my squawk, and then let's go and do it now, actually. Oh, now the parking brake wants to set. Okay. Alright, let's go down here. Let's go and set our squawk in. So squawk was 07. We can set that. There we go. 07 2 or 52. 0752. 752. We'll set that to TARA. And we're basically good from there. Alright, let's go ahead. So we got our squawk. We're squawking normal. Let's go ahead and call up for taxi clearance now. 25 right. It's Phoenix ground, Delta 318 is pushback wave taxi and information alpha.
Delta 318 Phoenix ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie for Romeo, hold short at 25 right.
Alright, taxi runway 25 right via Charlie Romeo and hold short 25 right at Delta 318. Alright, so Charlie Romeo. So Charlie and Romeo. So we have to make a right if we're coming out of these ramps here. Alright. We are good to go. Let's get on out of these let's get on out of the ramp. Let's go and get our wing lights turned on. I'm a cheater? Okay, so we should, let's see, we got 8 and 2-6, so you gotta make a right out of here, and then make right onto Romeo. Got Charlie 8. The railroad tracks on R? On right? What? Railroad tracks on Romeo. I don't think so. I'll get the flight director turned on. Yeah, just driving through planes and shit. Oh, I don't have a pushback script. I can't do the pushback.
1420, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
They have a tower here. No, they don't have a tower. Okay, that's right. We're gonna have to go on 128.65 for the 28.65 for takeoff, which is already tuned in, so it's perfect. 126.85. 126. I think he typed that in wrong. I think he did. Alright, so we got Romeo coming up here. Must be my scenery. I don't know, yeah. Alright, where are you? There you are, United 1420. There you are, I see ya. Gotcha. And be right behind you in the departure. Are you also going to San Diego with me? Yes, you are. Perfect. I'll be able to get your landing. I'll probably be right behind you, especially since Los Angeles Center's online too. It's gonna be cool. Is this one Romeo? Which one's Romeo? Yeah, that one's Romeo right there. Yeah, I'll see what I need to see what train tracks are talking about. No idea. Yep, there you are. You push. Okay, you're holding short. Okay, I see ya. I see. Alright, let's go. So we're just gonna follow this all the way down until the hold short point. And, taxi. I'm gonna start getting some of this stuff set. So we're gonna set that to takeoff. Alright, are these the tracks that you're talking about? No, it's just a road. It's a glitched rail. Let me see. Railroad tracks. No, I don't see any railroad tracks. Probably is just your scenery. Alright, TRP and ART. Taxi lights are on. Flight controls tested. Oh, you know what? I forgot to set flaps. Whoops. Maybe that would help, yeah? And set our V speeds correctly, too. Yeah, see, there we go. That's what we want. Let's go back to the legs page. Good thing I have checklists at all time because I forget a lot of things. Right before takeoff, runway heading is set, clearance, departure fix, all that stuff is good. Alright, so I think this is... I think Romeo just connects right into it, right? Okay, Romeo connects into Echo 13, alright, perfect. And I think... Is that the hold short point? Can't really tell at all. Okay, yeah, there's a hold short point up there. It's ground Delta 18.
318.
Oh, never mind.
Roger, Delta 318, contact Phoenix approach 128.65. Have a good flight.
Alright, over to 128.65 Delta 318. Thank you for ATC and have a great rest of your night. What? Is my... What's going on?
Lab. Stabilizer.
For some reason, the plane just keeps on stopping. I don't know why. Very weird. Alright, let's go and switch on over. 28.65. Maybe it's just that controller that's quiet. That's alright though, I can still hear. Phoenix departure, good evening. Delta 318 with you short of 25 right via Romeo.
Delta 318, Phoenix approach, good evening. Please stand by. Southwest 1428, wind 2607, runway 25 left, clear land, following company traffic, door number 2.
Runway number 2 behind company, Southwest 1428 in flight.
And Delta 318, go ahead.
Just notifying that we're short of 25 right, ready to go.
Delta 318, wind 2607, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 318.
Spot lab.
Is there, do I have like my park brake set to something weird? I don't, I'll have to check that when I'm in the air, because for some reason the plane just stops, and I think it's a park, some sort of like parking brake or something like that that's set. I found it. It's my push to talk button. I need to change that. All right. Let's go and get the lights turned on. Gonna set those to strobes. They sell the strobe lights? Yeah, those are. Okay. All right, 25 right. Identified. Alright, we're gonna hold short. Oh, look at that guy landing. Out to the left. Alright, let's go and stabilize the engines.
Spot lab.
Yeah. Alright.
Stabilizer. Spot lab.
We'll set all these up because I forgot to do that.
Spot lab. Stabilizer. Spot lab. Stabilizer.
Southwest
Didn't set the
1554,
trim, but that's alright.
exit right lane.
Stabilizer.
So we're gonna hear that for a little bit.
Stabilizer.
They'll shut up soon.
Spot lab.
We're going to rotate. Wow, rotate came up really fast. Alright, yeah, there it goes. Shut up. Alright. Positive climb, you're coming up. Maintain on heading right now. Alright, let's go and
Delta 318 to the altitude, please.
Delta 18 passing through 3,200.
Delta 318. Radar contact, I maintain flight level 210.
I maintain flight level 210 for Delta 18. Okay, let's go and turn on VNAV. Turn on nav mode. Is that not setting?
Southwest
There it goes,
1554
okay.
holding
Now we
short
should be
of
climbing.
25 right on Foxtrot 4.
Let's go and set this.
Tower 1554, cross 25 right at Foxtrot
50,
4 and
and now
contact
we'll turn
ground
30.
on 132.55. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
It's really hard
Cross
to
25
see
right
these
on
lights.
Foxtrot 4, contact
Yeah, like
ground.
lean to like my screen almost.
Southwest 1554.
Why isn't it climbing? Come on.
Thank you for flying. Bye-bye.
VNAV climb. There it goes, now it's climbing, okay. Alright, Smoker, flaps up.
1428, welcome to Phoenix, it's right ramp.
Or maybe it's not climbing. Okay, there it goes. It was just doing speed. Or trying to get up to speed. Alright. It's been a while since I've flown the MD-80. A little bit rusty.
1420, contact center on 127.85.
Renzo Baronelli, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed most of it, not a problem. I've started training with the ZOA HCC and will be soon cleared to control ground. Hope you guys can do flights out of Oakland and the FSCloud when I am cleared to control there. For sure, I always fly out of there. I am who I am. Thank you for stopping by, man. Have a great rest of your night.
And,
Thanks for answering my question. There are streamers that being integrated and don't know why. Well, players, I'm using the MD-80. This is the MD-80, the Rotate MD-80.
Tower 1428, cross 25 right at
To kind of listen, because it's really hard to hear these guys.
2.55. Thank you for flying. Have a good night.
Alright, cross to the right side, and on the other side we'll contact radio Southwest
I don't know why they're so quiet. Alright. I have my first instructor train tomorrow. Nice. Trying to fix this audio. I can barely hear him. It's really as far as it will go, though. Alright, I'm back. Have you thought of going to ATC? No, not really, not recently. For some reason, this audio will not stay. No idea why, it's annoying me. Okay, just gonna check on something real quick here. Alright, so we are on
18, contact center 127.85. Have a nice flight. Bye-bye.
Is that for us? It's really hard to hear them. I think that was for us. Yeah, sorry about that. Just didn't know if that was for us. It's for some reason really quiet. Alright, we're going over to 127.85. Thank you for ATC today, and have a great rest of your night, sir. That was for us.
Thank you for flying. See you next time. Bye-bye.
I'm just about to push back, but if I can get an amendment to my flight level to 240 if possible.
These guys are super quiet.
American 2571, I'm going to make a land on 240.
Thank you, sir. Pushing back now, American 2571.
American 2571, Roger, we are ready to taxi, but taxi help.
Copy, taxi via Alpha, American 2571.
Albuquerque Center, getting Delta 318 with you, climbing through 15,000 for flight level 210.
Delta 318, Albuquerque Center, getting 518, flight level 260.
Flight level 260, Delta 318. Okay, let's see. We thought about going, how was the ATC out of, CO? Well, I didn't fly on Vatsim out of, well, I flew into San Francisco, and, it was as it always is. It was good. The service that they provide in Oakland and Oakland ARTC is really good. Past 18,000 feet is going to set our altimeter to standard. And we should be pretty much smooth sailing after this. Just have to keep an eye on our fuel tanks. Takeoff, landing gear is up, lights are out. Engine igniters are as required. Air conditioning and pressure control is checked and will monitor. Bank angle 25-30 degrees. Power switch is auto. Flaps and slot levers are up and retracted. Auto brakes are off. And TRP, we can set that to climb. Let's go and set that to climb. And hydraulic and auxiliary trans pumps. Let's go ahead. We have to set a camera up for that too. Let's go ahead and set one up. Set this to there. So that work? Yep. Alright, so hydraulic auxiliary and trans pumps can come off. So that looks turned off. Center fuel pressure low. That's alright. Ignition system. There we go. Let's get that cleared. Maybe I'm new to the channel and I was wondering if you ever pursued aviation in your real life. I plan to pursue like a private pilot's license. I was, when I was younger, I've always wanted to become an airline pilot, because I started flying when I was young, so I've always had the dream of becoming an airline pilot, but honestly don't want to go to school for 4 to maybe 6 years to become a pilot. I don't know exactly how long it takes to become a pilot or a commercial airliner pilot. But, I mean, I would love to do it, but it's just I'm kind of sick and tired of school, so I'm just going to do like maybe 2 years. The most I could probably do is probably about 2 years of schooling left, and then, just get a job and, do it that way. That's the reason why I'm doing firefighting, because schooling isn't that long, and I could get a job and get paid at the same time I'm going to school. With student firefighter, as a student firefighter, you get paid at the same time as when you're when you're actually in school as a student. So it's pretty cool.
1420 contact LA Center, 5.8.
So LA Center is on. LA Center 125.8. Get that ready. Night vision in this game is much better too. Like, night vision doesn't completely just show you everything. It's actually pretty cool. Not bad at all. When I first got on your stream, I saw a passenger view and it tripped me out because all I saw was the engine behind the wing. Oh yeah. Everyone's thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your night. I would play music right now, but it's just the ATCs are so quiet for me. I need to turn it up somehow. Which I think I know a way, actually. Let me see something. Let's try something here. Let's go to sound. Let's bring all these down here real quick. That's probably gonna make it, yeah, it's gonna make it super quiet. What I'm gonna do is turn up these effects, and then that should be pretty good. We'll see how that sounds. That should be better. Hopefully we'll be able to hear ATC better. Same here, I'm sick of hell of school, but I also want to become a commercial pilot. I'm getting a 2-year degree, then possibly transfer into 4 years, such as Embry, but I'm really not sure yet. I may stick with the 2-year depending on my opportunities at the time. Yeah, it really just depends on the opportunities, and that's going to be your best bet. Just, your opportunities. You don't want to go to school for, 4 to 6 years, and next thing you know, there's like, nothing available, no jobs open. You basically just went to school for 4 to 6 years just to be put off to the side. If let's say if a commercial pilot, company's not hiring or something at the time, it could be really bad. But yeah.
Delta 318 contact LA Center 125.8 tonight.
Or 125.8 for Delta 318. Have a great night. Thank you for ATC. I can hear him a little bit better. let's see. I don't hear any frequency or traffic traffic on the frequency. Los Angeles Center, good evening, Delta 318 with you, checking in flight level 260. Thank you for being honest. You're in a sub. Thank you, David Blythe. I'm glad that you're enjoying the content and
318 LA Center, welcome aboard.
enjoy. How do you like Explain 11 on P3D, guy? It's better than Explain 10. Compared to P3D, I can't really compare P3D because I don't own it. I never flown on P3D. I've flown on FSX. Now I know P3D completely overhauled FSX, or a lot of graphics, a lot of updates, and things like that. I like Explain 11. Explain 11 is definitely my favorite sim right now. It is 100% by far my favorite sim right now, out of FSX that I own and Explain 10 that I own.
KLAX 989.
Alright, David Blash,
Wind
thank you for the sub, man.
3407,
Very much appreciated. I'm glad you're
right,
enjoying.
Certainly,
Yeah,
and
back to what I was talking about next plane. Yeah, it's by far is my favorite sim. By far. I would try P3D, but that's a bit on the expensive side for me. Plus, I've already invested so much money and hours into X-Plane 10 and X-Plane alone, so I'll stick with it. But every sim has their ups and downs. X-Plane definitely has its ups and downs. FSX had its ups and downs. X-Plane 10 had its ups and downs. I'm pretty sure P3D has its ups and downs as well. I really didn't completely overhaul it. It made it fancier with the price. I'm hoping P3D V4 overhauls FSX. I thought that's what P3D was. I thought P3D, like, they overhauled FSX. Like, not, like, I mean, I know, like, the graphics and stuff still look the same, but as far as, like aircraft physics, like the way that the, planes handle and turbulent conditions, landing, so on and so forth. One of the biggest things that got me into X-Plane, or that really kept me in X-Plane, I'm gonna be honest, it was the small details. I'm kind of one of those people that kind of pay attention to small details. Things like feeling the suspension, like the gear, the suspension, the hydraulics of the gear. Like, when you bounce, you feel or you notice the bounce. In the cockpit, you notice that you get a little bit closer. Just a bit closer to ground. You don't really notice it that much, but you can definitely feel the suspension. That's like one of the biggest things that got me into X-Plane. It's like this, you could feel the suspension when landing and taking off on unelevated runways. You could really feel the suspension kind of bouncing the plane around. And in FSX, I just never really got that. Like I said, P3D probably has that, but I never played P3D.
And Thunder West 1511 with you through 6,000.
Wes, thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying. Very much
West
appreciated.
1511 LA Center, climb maintain flight level 400.
Level 400, West 1511.
Let's see, how fast is Jonathan going here? Let's see, he's going 420 knots and we're going 394. We're at a different angle though. I think we're going up against the wind. Yeah, we're going up a little bit against the wind. He has a little bit of a tailwind on him, but we're really close to it. We're gonna be landing at the same time. But yeah, it's just like going back to the X-Plane and FSX and P3D. X-Plane just, there's a lot more smaller details. It's a newer sim on a newer engine.
Delta 2546 with flight level 350.
So there's more potential to it. It's on a newer
2546 LA Center.
It's on a newer engine, which gives it the slight advantage over FSX. Which I think FSX,
7413 for
if
Delta
P3D
2546.
completely overhauled the game and remade it,
714.
P3D would have been the best flight sim, in my opinion. I think P3D would probably be the best flight sim if they completely overhauled the entire game, the entire flight sim with better graphics, improved graphics and everything. It would be by far. I think P3 would be the best sim at that point in time.
Yeah, 1420 descend via the lucky.
I started X-Plane 10, but I was sad by the lack of content, which is now increasing way more than I was in X-Plane 10 a few years back. I saved up and spent a few hundred to get invested into P3D.
Alaska
Yeah,
643, welcome to maintain flight level 360.
X-Plane is definitely it's a growing community. I stuck around with it. I think I mean, from the looks of it, you probably started off a little bit earlier than I did. But yeah, there was a lack of content in X-Plane, and I still think there kind of is. You know, there's a few things that could be added that, you know, that X-Plane, or not X-Plane, FSX and P3D has. But since X-Plane is a smaller community than FSX and P3D, the only thing you're going to really encounter is kind of pricey add-ons. You're really going to encounter really pricey add-ons like X-Enviro, which is basically like Rex 4 or Rex Texture Direct, which I actually bought back in FSX. It's like $70, and I was like, yeah, that's a bit expensive. But the thing that's really weird about P3D and FSX now is PMDG. They're making their add-ons super pricey. Like the 747, super pricey. I was like, there's no need for that. They have a large community over there. You don't need to make a plane a few $100 or whatever, $90 or something like that. Not only that, if you're on the ground with the brakes on and the Cessna and move the elevator, the aircraft will move up and down with the prop thrust. I've actually never noticed that. Polygony, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. It's been a while.
BD. Russia 272 LA Center ident.
Get some different views here. Even though there's not really much to look at, even when, like at nighttime, there's like nothing to look at out here. It's just all cloudy and yeah, it's just nothing we can really do except for stay in the cockpit and monitor systems. Even if I go out to this view here, there's nothing but clouds. The best thing about night flights is just the takeoff and the arrival slash approaches, because that's where you see all like the night lights and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Westjet 272 radar contact 8 miles northwest of Beatty VOR.
I haven't used general aviation planes in X-Plane, unfortunately. They're actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. They're not that bad at handling. They're really cool. Really cool. Great handling physics. You know, when it's windy, you actually feel the wind pushing those little, you know, like little Cessna. It's really cool. I highly enjoy it. I don't really do it as much on stream because usually when I fly Cessnas, I just do it for fun and I just do stupid stuff. Now that I'm actually flying a 172, I don't feel that actual flight is realistic, although I can truly tell as I spend most of my aviation time online in online courses, not P3D. I don't know, since I've never actually flown an actual plane before, I can't necessarily say X-Plane is genuine, like, you know, a Cessna 172 is genuine.
2546, we were wondering if we could amend our flight plan for flight level 310. There's some significant drop at 35.
But, yeah,
approved to maintain flight level 310.
Just never flown a plane, so I don't know exactly what's genuine and what's not, but from hearing people's opinions and stuff, X-Plane has a pretty realistic flight model for the 172 and some other general aviation planes and whatnot. But like I said, I'm not a pilot yet, but won't be able to tell you if it's genuine or not. Let's see, is a TCAS work on this plane? Where's TCAS at? There's TCAS on it. I'm pretty sure, I know there's TCAS on here because I'm pretty sure I used it before. Unless it's already on for us. I'm pretty sure there's TCAS on this. I just don't know. I just can't find it. The only problem about the MD-80 is things are placed everywhere. Oh, it's right here. I forgot it's on the radar here. That's right. I have to turn this on. Let's see if we could see Jonathan on our TCAS. It's probably a little bit too far out, maybe. Nope, there he is. He's just right on the edge of our radar, so about 40 nautical miles out from us. He's going a little bit faster than we are. I think he's in a 737. No, yeah, he's in a 737-800, so he's definitely going faster than us. Definitely going much faster than us. Dimitri Silva, what's up, man? Welcome to stream. Glad that you can make it. We're just about midway through our flight between Phoenix and San Diego right now. We could probably actually give the plane a little bit more of speed. We could probably have 300 and probably catch up with him a little bit, or at least maintain the same speed. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's go and do that. Okay, well I gotta turn off. Let's see. Turn on speed selector. There we go. We'll speed it on up to 300.
November 66 uniform, may give you
The new sounds are actually pretty good though.
7144, please.
7144 in the box for 66 uniform.
Yeah, I can actually hear ATC now. It's really
just
good.
As you gave that to me, I totally
So
forgot
good.
it was 7644.
7144. 7144. 7144.
7144. I apologize for drinking.
Ha!
What state do I live in? I live in Alaska.
360, sorry, we're having audio issues.
State of Alaska. That's where I live. Gonna clean up our heading bug here. There we go. So when I start streams, they start late for like East Coast and Central people. But for West Coast people and Mountain Time people, it doesn't start. It starts at a decent time, especially if you have work and school and whatnot. If you're East Coast by that time, you're probably already getting ready for bed or really tired. Yeah, because it's right. It's 11 o'clock for Eastern guys right now. I think 11. Yeah, it's like 11 or something for Eastern guys. Holy shit, man, I'm in New Jersey. You probably have amazing view for general aviation. Holy crap. Yeah, it's 11:35. Okay, yeah, it is 11.
UPS 1015.
You guys are 4 hours ahead of us.
7174.
Someone forgot their squawk number and apologized because they were drinking. Yeah, you saw you heard that. Apologize, we're drinking. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of general aviation up here. A lot of general aviation flying up here, so you do a lot of bush flying up here. Go ahead, Ethan.
Cross fuzzy at a
What's your
maintain
question?
16,000. And delete speed restriction at fuzzy. Vacant 2992.
I
Alright,
just
coming up to our top descent now.
Yeah, Westjet 272 and delete the speed restriction.
Start getting things ready here.
WestJet 1110, descend via the single one arrival, runway 19er.
Coming up on
left.
Sophie. So Sophie, where's Sophie at? Oh, it's down here. I was looking at the wrong thing. Alright, so Sophie's gonna be about 260 to 240.
19er left for WestJet 1110.
Sophie's 250. Alright, we're gonna start descending via
UPS
the arrival.
1015, radar contact 26 miles west of Avenel VOR. Welcome aboard.
Alright, we're gonna start making our descent now. Reach Sophie at 240. Alright, I just have New York to look at, which is gorgeous, and Pennsylvania. Well, New Jersey ain't that pretty. New York would be a pretty fun place to do some general aviation flying. I would say I would find that pretty fun.
UPS
Pretty nice to look at.
1015.
I have stock at Spin
arrival
11. How do you make a flight plan and have it actually
Los Angeles.
auto flight to
where
the
you headed
destination? I'm
now?
getting into flight. Don't know anything. Things in advance. Also got the sight
you
sight
got
yoke,
1015
pedals,
left
and
on.
quadrant. Anything else I need? No, not really. You got everything there. Basically, you just need to learn how to program an FMS or FMC. That's the first thing you're gonna have to do to do it. And plus, you need to go into a plane. You need to be inside of a plane that is actually compatible with which can use autopilot and follow an FMC. Now there's GPS navigation, and there's there's IFR, VFR, and there's GPS navigation, there's FMC navigation or FMS navigation. Basically the same exact thing. Basically you need to learn how to program this computer down here. Usually you'll get this down here. Let's go and start slowing up for 280 knots. So that's basically what you need to know, is you need to learn how to program this computer, and you can find tutorials on that on flight management computer or flight management system. Basically, your plane is going to
what about the C7 arrival into Los Angeles? Can you accept direct Fillmore, Foxtrot, India, Mike, then the C7 arrival?
Come on, there we go.
Stand by.
Give me a second here. I'm just gonna try to program this real quick. Just going on to my descent. Just trying to make sure I get it all set. Alright, so an FMC stands for Flight Management Computer or Flight Management System, and basically that's how your plane knows that you know what route to fly, so you don't have to fly by hand the entire time. There are thousands of YouTube videos telling you how to do these things. There's a lot of video tutorials out there on almost every single plane out there that is known to X-plane, and they tell you exactly system by system for this FMS/FMC. It's actually really easy to use. It's pretty easy to use, pretty simple. Sometimes you run into some complications, but most of the time you should be set for the most part. It's really simple. You know, if you bump into an issue, most likely you'll be able to solve it. It's not as hard as you think. And like, yeah, they're all saying, you know, you find them all over YouTube. Matt Davies is a good source, but he's kind of in between X-plane and P3D. He's primarily P3D, but all FMCs are the same, depending on the aircraft you're trying to learn.
Cross Simon at a maintain 1-2000, LA altimeter 2997.
Alright, cross Simon at maintain 1-2000, LA altimeter 2997.
Alright, Helix is going to be at 270 knots.
Delta 318, descend via the Lucky 1 arrival.
Descend via Lucky 1 arrival, Delta 318.
318, Limburg, altimeter 3000.
Thank you.
West Jet 1110, let me know when you have the Las Vegas airport in sight.
Set that in.
12 o'clock, 26 miles.
Alright, it's going up on 21,000 feet now.
Alright, we'll call the airport in sight.
How come I can't run 60 FPS with 1070? Well, I mean, you're running a flight sim. Guarantee you're not gonna be able to run 60 frames unless you're on the lowest of lowest settings in a flight sim. There's no way you're gonna be able to run 60 frames in a flight sim unless you're in the middle on a little tiny island with nothing but water around you. That's the only way you're going to run 60. Now, just because you're 1070, just because you have a 1070 or 1080, doesn't mean you're going to run 60 frames in every single game. Alright, so Helix, what do we expect at Helix?
124.5.
13,500? Was it on here? Helix is going to be at 12,000. We'll go for 12,000. We'll try to go for 12,000. That's not happening. Let me try descend. This thing could usually descend pretty quick, so we'll see. It's going to slow down for 270 knots. There's like another language, David Lush. Yeah, as David said, you'll learn it. You will learn it. I had to do the same thing. I had to look at tons of videos, tons of manuals, tons of, written tutorials, video tutorials, PFD manuals, everything. I went through everything to learn some of these aircraft.
Eagle 06 location.
But video is the easiest way you're going to learn. And always have checklists on you. Always have checklists on you. They are going to help you with memorizing a plane. Alright, Jack. What's Jack supposed to be at? Jack is going to be at 11,000. Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Hello, Center. West Jet 1110, got field in sight.
Eagle 6, Edwards Air Force Base is closed right now. Contact me in the air for flight following.
Will we be able to make 11,000 at Jack? Yeah, we could, no problem.
See again, please.
Eagle 6, Edwards Air Force Base is closed. Call me in the air for flight following.
Eagle 6,
I'm racing to KSAN of Delta 2546. Where are you at? Where are you?
Western 1110, clear visual approach runway 19 left.
2546. I'm not seeing you.
Our clear for visual approach 19 left. Western 1110.
Or are you flying offline? I'm assuming you're flying offline. Yeah, Los Santos Division of Police. Yeah, he made up a good point. Learn one plane at a time. Don't try to learn 5. Don't buy. If you're buying payware planes, don't buy 5 or 3 or 2 and try to learn them in, you know, 2 different hours. You know, learn one plane, fly it for a good week or so, 2 weeks to 2 weeks, learn it, then switch to the next plane. That's what I do. If you watch some of my streams, when I buy an aircraft, I fly it for like 5 streams in a row, and then I switch to a new plane. So, yeah. What first plane should I be using? If you're on X-Plane 11, learn the default ones first. Learn the 737. The 737 is the easiest plane to learn. Easiest plane to learn. As far as commercial airlines go. Learn the 737 default, then go into maybe the 74
T72
or go into the MD-82. Do that. Do the 737
visual approach runway 25 left.
and then switch to the MD-82. The MD-80 is not an easy aircraft to learn though.
25 left.
And I can tell you why, because everything is scattered everywhere. Nothing is in order on this plane. The MD-80s. The MDs are one of the most unorganized planes, and that's where it's going to get complicated. But like I said, you'll learn it. Start with the 737 first, then move on to something like the MD-82 if you're not ready for the MD-82, because the MD-82 takes a lot of memory of knowing where stuff is. If you want to go after the 737, go into payware, I'd recommend the 757. The 757 is a fairly decent aircraft to learn. It's a heavy. And it's not that bad. MD-80 is a super fun aircraft. It really is. It's challenging because stuff is scattered everywhere. Like I'm not the best flight simmer. I don't know where everything is. I make mistakes all the time in my streams. But the MD-80 is a fun aircraft. It's a fun aircraft to learn. It will improve your skills on memorizing. It'll challenge your brain to start memorizing where things are. And flying the MD-80 when I first bought the MD-80. After I started flying it, I got a little bit better at memorizing where stuff was, because when you're in flight, you kind of get distracted because you get bored at the cruising altitude or something. And it just kind of helps your memory a little bit.
Clearly,
so it's definitely a challenging aircraft, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, 737 is a great aircraft to start from, 100%. CRJ, yeah, CRJ 200 is also simple as well. CRJ is only $30, I believe, as well, so it's a pretty fun little aircraft. Any programs I need to get? You don't need any programs, not really.
Sierra, Yankee, Mike, Oscar, November.
Okay, so Aztec. Aztec is going to be at 8,000. Let's go and start heading down for 8,000.
Alright, we got it now.
That's going to be at 250 knots, so let's go and once we cross Jack. Okay, we're coming up on Jack, so we need to start slowing down for 250 knots.
We got direct Fillmore right now, and then assignment, and then nothing after that.
I don't know about X-Plane programs. So yeah, X-Plane you don't need any extra programs. Airbus basically just flies itself. Yeah, that's true. Airbuses are pretty difficult to learn, though. I'm not gonna lie. Airbuses are not easy to learn.
Thanks for that.
Boeing is the easiest to learn.
Los Angeles Center, American 854 would be past 6,000 for 13,000.
Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet and we'll get our lights on.
There is 66 uniform contact Albuquerque Center 126.45.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. That's a little bit too dark. It's a little bit too dark. Alright, let's go and start getting stuff set up here.
66 uniform affirmative 126.45 Albuquerque Center.
2645.
Let's go and pull some speed brakes here. Wow, that sound though, that bass sound. Sounds awesome. Alright, let's go and set up course. 275.
270. Climb maintain 150.
110.9er.
Delta 313, correction, Delta 318, contact SoCal approach 124.5.
124.5 Delta 318, have a great night, thank you for ATC.
American 854, climb maintain flight level 270. 270 for 854. West 1110, 1 by 1.
110.9. There we go. Localizer fail, it's because we're not in the distance of it. Circle approach, good evening, Delta 18 with you descending through 900,000 via the Lucky 1 arrival.
As a 318, SoCal, the approach, roger. These have been a Lucky 1 arrival, clear ILS range. Russian clear, localizer, or now runway 27, the Lindbergh altimeter is, the Lindbergh altimeter 3000.
Alright, thank you very much. We'll expect a 27 localizer, and we'll continue descending via Lucky 1 arrival, Delta 18. Alright, so Jeeves, we're gonna send for Jeeves. Jeeves is gonna be... Let's see, Lucky 1 arrival. Jeeves is gonna be 6,100. We'll just go for 6,000s, whatever. We're gonna keep our speed brakes armed because we're kind of descending pretty fast. Pretty steep rate. Ethan Lagle, hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for the subscription, man. Hopefully we're helping you as best we can.
Runway 25 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the option 25 left, Fox X-ray. And Circle Watch 1429 is ready at 20 right, it's on me.
Okay.
Southwest
250 is going to start slowing down to 240.
20 right, on the right, Southwest 1429.
Sending pretty fast here. Lucky is going to be at 6,000. Okay, so that's perfect.
Flash stock report, Michigan downwind east pass.
We can bring the descent rate back a ton now.
Alright, we're downwind east pass, Southwest there.
SoCal Pro, you
Plus
get
14.
everyone you pass.
Let's go and arm that.
Coverage Project Cross Santa Monica at a maintain 7,000. The LAF at a 2998.
Across in Santa Monica, I remain 7,000.
Windy's going to be 210.
For distance speed.
Glide slope fail, that's because there's no glide slope here, so that's alright.
Walk normal, please.
But we are catching the localizer.
So that's call from normal for 1429.
We're going to have to listen here. But to keep quiet.
Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
Oops.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
There, stop screaming at me now. Okay, Lindy. Lindy also 6, now it's 5,000. We need to start descending for that.
SoCal approach, AFCON 250. Request IFR to Phoenix.
Start bringing flaps down. Get flaps ready to go down. We're gonna do flaps 1.
Request Phoenix, go ahead with your clearance again.
Alright, flaps are gonna slow us down here. We got the airport in sight.
AFCON 250, request IFR to Phoenix.
Okay, Vita's 4,000. It's gonna start to set for Vita.
One more time.
AFCON. Pretty sure it's the
AFCON 2.
ZECU jet.
Okay, so
AFCON 250,
Vita.
SoCal approach project clearance request standby.
Vita is 4,000. Alright. On heading hold. Zach, Watcher, bro, thank you for the, I think I said your last name right. Thank you for the sub.
Question November 71 Fox X gear on downwind for 25 left.
Welcome to the stream.
November 710 Fox runway 25 left, Richland.
Richland 25 left on Fox X gear.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and establish on the localizer.
Altitude. Altitude.
Why is it not setting at 4,000?
Altitude.
And approach Southwest 1429, how long this wait can be?
It's alright, so whatever. We're about to hand fly here soon anyways.
Southwest 1429, runway 20 right.
Alright, just gonna get those lights down.
20 right, clear for takeoff, thanks. Southwest 1429.
SoCal approach, Delta 318 with you established on localizer 27 into San Diego.
318, runway 27, clear to land, wind 29, correction, wind 190 at 3.
Alright, 27, clear land for Delta 18, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and shut this thing up. Go ahead and disable that, and we'll take control of the aircraft. Alright, so we have no glide slope, so we're gonna have to pay attention to the PAPI lights as best we can. Alright, we'll go on toss gear down here soon.
AFCON 250 to cap for LA to Phoenix, driver start of a 330.
Alright, we'll get gear down once we cross over the highways here soon.
Alright, we'll go through.
Let's get a little bit lower, we're way too high. Way too high up. Alright, let's go and start tossing gear down.
UPSN 15, departing Santa Monica, heading 070 after Santa Monica, descending maintain 3,800, expectation 5.
Flaps down. I'll make sure speed brake is armed.
Alright, start Santa Monica, heading about 070, maintain 3,000.
Way too high again. Get a little bit lower.
UPSN 15 is going to be departing Santa Monica.
We're way too high up, jeez.
After Santa Monica, descending maintain
A little bit lower here.
800.
We got Rebo supposed to be at 2,000. We're actually not that far off. We're actually not that bad. Not that bad at all.
Southwest 1429 contact.
Let's go and bring flaps down again.
Other maintain 13,000.
Sorry, 13,000 United. Southwest
Maintain speed.
14.
Alright, there we go. We got 2 red, 2 white. Perfect. Alright, let's see if we can grease this lane. We did good on the 757 landing as well. Did we have full flaps? I think we are. That's good. Yep, we're at full flaps. Alright. Let's try to maintain around 140 knots.
SoCal departure, could you send me the clearance again?
Alright, let's get a little bit unaligned here. Now we're too low. Let's go and fix that.
AFCON 250.
AFCON 250, right.
This MD-80 definitely feels different. I think they changed some of the little bit of flight model. I feel like they definitely changed.
Port LA Center 25-8, Southwest 1429. Have a good night.
Oh, was that an insta weather update? I think it seemed like it. Alright, we're maintaining 140 knots. Good. We're at 2 red, 2 white. We're on the glide. Let's go and change our trim here. Trim the aircraft a little bit so I don't have to micromanage so much.
SoCal approach, good evening, FedEx 349, heavy with PDC redback, beacon code 4674 with negative added information. We'll just push back wherever it's
I think we're about to get a little bit too high up here. We're good on the glide still. My frames, I remember coming in San Diego on X-Plane 10, oh man, it was just so laggy. Now it's like, I mean, I'm getting only 18 to 25 frames, but the thing with X-Plane is they make it so smooth. Like, they make, like, low frames still feel like you're still getting about, like, 25 to 30. It's still really smooth. Alright, hopefully we could grease this landing. Make it as smooth as possible without trying to float. Alright, that power line is not the best place, but okay. Down.
Hello, Eagle 06.
Also, Junior.
No callouts? Okay. Alright, we're down, reverses out. That was actually pretty smooth. I didn't have any callouts, so I didn't know how close I was getting to the ground. But nonetheless, it was pretty smooth. I would say it was pretty smooth. Alright, reverses out. A little bit off center line, but that's alright. Actually, completely off center line. Alright, approaching 60 knots.
Right, when I pushing left, when I will ground, ramp via gravel, remain this frequency.
Alright, left one able to remain this frequency on ground for Delta 318. Alright. Not a bad landing. Welcome to San Diego. Not bad. The callouts were not there, so I had to just estimate when we're getting close to the ground there. And there's Jonathan there, and American or Delta. I don't know where Delta Park's at. No idea where Delta Park's. Alright, let's go and clean up the aircraft. Speed brake's coming in, flaps are coming up. Auto brake is coming off. Alright, well, for not having ground callouts, that was actually pretty good. And I couldn't hear the controller, so I don't know if he said like to the ramp straight ahead or something like that, or to the ramp via whatever, but we're just gonna go right into, we're gonna steal an American gate. Let's go and change our light to dim. Yeah, not a bad landing though. I'm actually pretty happy with not having callouts. Those do help big time. Go and take this ramp here. I gotta fix what's it called? My squawk box, because I just cannot, I can barely hear the ATC guys. And it's not them, because on X-Plane 10 I was able to hear them. But other than that, it was I mean, it was decent, I guess. Alright, we're gonna marshal ourselves in here.
UPS 1015, turn right heading 160.
Turn right heading 160, UPS 1015.
And look at that, the plane, the thing that's cool is the plane doesn't just come to an immediate stop when you're going too slow. Like, the plane actually rolls, like, realistically. It's so cool. Because I remember in X-Plane 10, if you go under, like, two on the ground, like, under ground speed of 2, your plane just comes to immediate stop. And that's actually really cool.
UPS 1015.
Alright, let's go ahead and send a message that we are at the gate. Seats and
UPS 1015, flighting 220, join away 25 left, localizer.
Have a great night. That was fun. Alright, so leave him off with that message, and then we're going to watch the replay back and see how smooth that landing truly was. Alright, let's go and read some of these comments that I couldn't read. Good, full name deity, but it seems like the lever is in the up position. What's the site for buying add-ons? The site for buying add-ons is xplane.org. It's their actual website where you buy it from. But two 1070s work for X-Plane 11. Two 1080s, yeah, one works just fine. I have one. I literally have one 1070. It's doing perfectly fine for me.
Houston 15 airport, 12 o'clock, and 1 mile route for the airport in sight.
Let's see. I had way too low short final. Might have clipped something. I was thinking the same thing. I saw that power line coming in on the short final. I was like, okay, well, that's not supposed to be there. 052141, thank you for the sub, man. And also, Joel, I didn't get you, but thank you for the subscription as well. That Ginger Kid Gaming, thank you for the subscription as well. Very much appreciate from all you guys. Zach Watroba, I don't know, I'm just gonna call you Zach. Fly more tonight? Nah, I think I'm gonna go play some other things with some other friends like Rainbow Six Siege and all that. So we're gonna go do something else. I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow. We'll see what happens. This Friday I'm available, so this Friday I'll be able to do some of the Friday night ops, and I'll get that going for this weekend, or for Friday. Saturday is gonna be an armor stream. So every Saturday until I go off to school, depending on my time, if I'm able to play. There's going to be no more live streams starting around June 1st, because I'm going to be on school internet. I'm going to be in dorms, and the internet for school is usually not very efficient for streaming. So I may not stream starting June 1st until either I get back from school or something after that, so I don't know. We'll see what happens on June 1st. That's when I'm really going to be busy and whatnot. Let's go and log out of Vatsim here as well. So Squawk Box disconnect. So yeah, streams are gonna be ending here real soon, sadly. When they're gonna continue, I don't know. But like I said, I'm gonna be on school internet, so you know, college internet's not the best, with a bunch of other people on it. So we'll see what happens then. Videos may still be coming out if I have time to do it. So yeah, I remember Rainbow Six Siege. Geez, I haven't played that game in forever. Thanks for following. Ethan, I hope you get your X-Plane, running the way you want it, and hopefully you learn your aircraft again. These flight sims take time. They take a lot of time. They take a lot of dedication to learning these planes. And when I mean a lot of dedication, I mean you could learn a whole plane. At least I do, in about an hour to 2 hours easily. No problem at all. You just gotta dedicate a few hours in your day. You know, like an hour or two, to just learning an aircraft, and that's just what it takes. The power line, yes. Well, thankfully it's a sim. Have a good night. Yeah, that power line was cutting it pretty close. All right, let's go ahead and just bring this back here. There we go. All right, so let's see how smooth this landing truly was from the outside view. And then after we watch a few of the replays, we're gonna end the stream there, and yeah. Is the ERJ-140 regional jet, is this a good plane? If you're talking about the one on the payware one, no. The ERJ-140, I saw the cockpit of that thing. That thing is that's not a good, I won't say it's a good starter plane. Honestly, you want to go with the planes that are more difficult. You want to go with something that's not just a few, $20 on the, actually, was that landing smooth? Let's go back and see. Yeah, you don't want to spend like $20 on a payware aircraft because usually they're not good. The cockpit is like 2D or something like that. It's not 3D. So it's not going to be it's not going to be the best experience, and it's going to be a waste of a few bucks that you could have saved up for like a different aircraft. So yeah, definitely just go with like I know yeah, X-Plane is a bit on the expensive side, or flight sims in general are a bit on the expensive side. But sometimes you just have to go for some of the most expensive ones, like the 757, the IXCG 737. A good starting one is the EADT 737-800. That is actually freeware. There's actually freeware 737 that is payware quality, and it's called EADT, Echo Alpha Delta Tango. And it's the 737, there's a 700 series and there's an 800 series. And you definitely might want to check those out because those are freeware. The MD-80 confuses the hell out of me. Yeah, the MD-80 is pretty confusing, with all the, the weird cockpit layout and all that. The MD-80 is not the easiest plane to learn or to fly, for sure. For sure. Alright, so before the stream ends, I just want to say thank you guys all for stopping by. 25 viewers, even had a little more at one time. If you guys are noob subscribers, we got a bunch of new subscribers tonight. I just want to say thank you guys for stopping by, much appreciated. get some more streams going on for this month. Get as many streams as I can packed in before I head off, and you know, streams are going to be stopped for a few months, maybe even I don't know, the whole rest of the year, maybe, depending on how my schooling, how long my schooling is. So we'll find out and see. But other than that, I just want to say thank you for Jonathan. He went out. He actually was in the little. We did a little. He actually was following me in a flight. Well, actually, he was ahead of me. We're actually trailing behind him, and he was in front of us the entire flight, and he actually joined us in the flight on Vatsim. He was a United 1420. Guarantee you guys saw that call sign. You heard me even reference him. But other than that, let's get these last comments through, and then we'll get it ended. I never flown, as it was never a really good one for P3D. There was never a really good one for P3D. Thanks. Have a good night. Yep. Have a good night, Zach. Same. Thanks for your entertainment. Yep. Not a problem, guys. As always, very much appreciated. I'm enjoying my time. Hope you guys are enjoying the time that I am putting into these streams. As you know, I take 2 to 4 hours out of my day, and I know you guys do too. So thank you guys for staying and watching by. Other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll probably get a stream tomorrow, and if you guys want to join, just log in Vatsim and join me. You don't have to ask, you don't have to do anything. If you guys see me on a stream and you guys want to fly with me, fly side by side with me or whatever, to the same place I'm going, just log into Vatsim, and yeah. And I'll be around on my Discord a little bit, so if you guys want, I'll be around on my Discord a little bit. I'll kind of be in and out. Once I start playing with my friends, Siege and all that, I'm probably not going to be there. But yeah, other than that, as always, thank you guys for watching. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.
I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever, and it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Come get lost with me. 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 Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get